Welcome, Bulldog fans. Not fans.
Fans. Great start. Great
Round
start.
one.
Start.
Round
Really?
one playoff football here at
Playoff.
Frank Dutton Field. Dan, we've got a familiar face, at least to the run, so to speak. Jake Waldinger's joining us, of course, in the booth. We'll get back to that in just a second. We're the Bulldogs.
Thank you.
7-2 take on
7-2.
Triad, 6-3.
4 seed, Chatty.
4 seed against a 13.
13.
Well, I'll just let you guys take it from here. We got family in the house all the way around.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes till kickoff, so we got plenty of time. We got an alum tonight, a special guest.
Number 3's in the house.
I know this one very well. He lives with me when he's not at
sometimes.
He used to.
When he's not at Wheaton.
Yeah.
He lives at our house.
Yeah.
Jake Waldinger. in
Jake
the house.
Waldinger.
Jake's a special guest tonight. We got a couple alumni, don't we, Jake?
Yeah, we do. So tonight we got me, we got Nick, we got I think Houchin might make an appearance. We got Quentin Rogers coming.
Oh, cute.
We got Valiant
Rogers.
Walsh.
Oh, all of them.
Are you guys
I think
fielding a
that's it.
team
I think
tonight?
that's it. I think we're fielding the whole team tonight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Marshall Bacher.
Oh, Bacher.
And
MB.
Can't forget about Nicholas Minich will be here tonight.
And them.
The
All the way
German.
from Germany.
The German in the house.
He's in the house.
So, Jake, you played Triad 2 years ago. Tell us about Triad. What do you know? Is there anything that brings back memories? That was round 2.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Junior year, yeah.
Right here on this Frank Dutton
Yeah.
Field. Talk about it.
Well, if I know Atkins well, I know that he's going to come out hot. If we get the kickoff, if we get the return, he's going to do a little trickery. He's going to do a little flip in the backfield like he did 2 years ago when Quentin took back the opening kick.
Oh, I didn't remember.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
No, I do.
Kind of set the tone, and we kind of took off from there. But so I could see Atkins doing that. But what I remember from Triad is on paper they look very intimidating. They're all pretty big. O-line is big.
They got a 6'8" kid.
They
Chad.
can
330.
They make a lot of their offense is based on running. They do this year. They actually throw more. It's 52% pass compared to 47% rushing. But they're definitely early on. They're going to try to lull us to sleep. They're going to run, and then try to get guys like Colby and Donnie getting their eyes in the backfield early on, and then they're going to do a little trickery. Or I could see them definitely coming out and doing a little trickery, but they're definitely going to set us up with the run.
Let me ask you a question. 50%, 52% pass, 47% run. What's that other 1%?
Well, it's rounded up because you've got
Field goal.
40.
Special teams. I
You've
don't
got
know.
43.77,
Yeah.
52
I'm just
point.
making sure.
We rounded to the nearest one.
I'm just hoping we're ready for that 1%.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting stat right out of the 1,500 of rushing. Their quarterback actually has like 35%
He's a ball
of that.
player.
He's a ball player.
They're under center a lot, too, if I remember correctly. So most of their passes are probably play action.
Isaac Ackerman is their QB. Look for him.
And I'm guessing their rushing attempts are when he maybe doesn't see something. He kind of just takes off,
Just a junior, 5'10", 185. Ackerman. We'll call his name quite a bit tonight. He's a big part of that offense.
Well, I hope not, but we probably will.
Well, he's a big part of it. He's going to touch the ball a lot.
Yeah.
What
Jake,
else do you
give
know,
us the
Jake?
keys to the game.
Yeah, so the 4 keys I got. Number 1, I got play our brand. I know Atkins has been preaching this all week to the guys. It's not really about them. It's about us. That's basically what he's been telling them all week. So we just got to keep doing that. Just keep playing how we've been all year, what got us here. And trust in one another. Trust in the brothers next to you and play for everybody in that huddle, and don't worry about them. Just play your brand.
Before you get to the key number 2,
Yeah.
one thing that Atkins said in the Coach Atkins show with you, Chad, is this is an opportunity to make history tonight. We've not won a first-round playoff game 3 years in a row ever in our program history.
Is it ever or since the 60s?
Not ever.
Ever
Okay.
since they've been keeping track, probably.
Okay.
Not ever.
That's
So,
like 1901.
an opportunity to make history tonight. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah. That's number 1. Number 2, dominate up front, both offensively and defensively. Offensively, if our O-line protects Luke Dyer and gives him time, we're going to have a lot of shots to Trey and other guys that I'll talk about. I'll mention later in my other
In your keys.
in my other keys. But also defensively, I think guys like Javon, Jack Gallier, obviously, and I also see Brock Vanderveer having a big game tonight. So guys like them, focusing on them. Dominating up front, offensively and defensively. Third key, don't get lulled to sleep, like I talked about earlier. Guys like Colby and Donnie and other secondary guys, they're gonna want to get the rush attack early. First couple drives will be super slow, I'm guessing, a lot of running. And then they're going to take a shot, maybe on like a random second down or third down. So just being ready for that. If we're ready for that, stop it early, then I don't think Triad has a chance, truly. But we got to pick up on that early. And then fourth, this kind of goes back to the receivers I was talking about. My pick to click tonight, Hammerschmidt.
Gavin.
Yeah. I think obviously they're going to scout Trey a lot. They're going to scout Pego a lot because he's had a great year. So I think guys like Gavin Hammerschmidt are going to have a great night tonight. Him and Luke Dyer are going to have a good connection tonight. I see 1 or 2 touchdowns from him.
I like
80 to 90 yards receiving.
I like it, Jake. Hey, we've got time, Chad. Let's talk about.
I'd love to, but I can't see you because your son is blocking me. One more step, and we're all out of this booth.
I feel like he keeps growing.
Yeah.
Listen, we've got some time. Let's talk about Jake. Since you're in the booth, and clearly I'm biased, but
It's
talk
our
about
show.
Yeah, it's our show. Talk about the adjustment from high school football to college football. Talk about that. There's a lot of college players in your class that are playing football right now. Talk about that adjustment. What's it look like to you?
Well, I think Coach Atkins and his program, in a lot of ways, benefited us. Because some guys I came in with in our class, just like the normal day-to-day practice was just all new to them, like the speed, tempo, just like the no conditioning after practice, but the conditioning during practice that Coach Atkins implements every day was adjustment for most guys. So I'd say for the wide majority, that's the biggest thing. I haven't got a lot of varsity reps this year, but in the JV games even that I've played in, the speed of the game is insanely different. The receivers I'm guarding on a day-to-day basis are way faster than
They're all conference guys.
They're all conference. Everybody's all conference, no matter what level, D1, D2, D3, NAIA, whatever. They're all bigger, faster, stronger. And then just the student-athlete part of it's an everyday grind. Like in high school, you have plenty of free time. It's easy to manage both school and sports. It's a big adjustment in college where you got to find the time to get your studies because that's most important. That's why you're there. And also, you want to succeed on the football field, so you got to find time to watch film and stuff like that. So
Make me a proud father right now.
Let me bring us back to ground here a second, Jake. So, Jake, you're at heart a defensive player.
Yeah.
Right? You've rattled off the stats, kind of the keys to the game. What kind of defensive package or packages is Mahomet got to run tonight so that they're shutting down this defense?
Yeah. If I know secondary-wise, if I know Coach Murph like I know Coach Murph, he's gonna early on he's gonna run a lot of man because he trusts his guys. He trusts Colby, he trusts Evan, he trusts all those guys, man on man. So early on, you're gonna see a lot of man in the secondary. You're gonna see a lot of pressures from Coach Turk, a lot of blitzes. You're gonna see Brock blitzing a lot. And I'm guessing they're on the same page with me where they see a lot of running coming early. So I could see a lot of pressure coming. And then as the game goes on, I could see him kind of turning to maybe a cover 2, cover 3 look secondary. But also, I think Turk, he loves the pressure, so he's gonna blitz. He's gonna blitz all game. He's gonna bring it to him.
And we've been good at that blitz all year.
Yeah.
He's been dialing it up at the right times.
Now, the question is, are you bringing the blitz from the edge or right up the gut?
I think you bring it from the edge, but I think he's going to mix in both, and he's going to throw in a little. He does a lot of creative things. So, yeah, you're going to see a lot of movement up front and from the linebackers, that's for sure.
I love it.
Love it.
Triad comes in at 6-3, Chad. We've got one common opponent.
Who is it?
It's Highland.
Highland.
We had Highland here early in the season.
That felt kind of like a whooping, didn't it?
It was a whooping. But as Coach said in our pregame, I guess we'll call it the pre-production meeting, this Triad team has evolved since early in their season. They've become a lot better. You know, he talked about how they're physical. We don't see a lot of physical teams in the Apollo Conference. This Triad comes in, they're physical. So we got to match. We got to match it.
Yeah, I mean it's tongue in cheek, right? But 7-2, 6-3, it means absolutely nothing tonight. This is one and done.
0-0.
You got to pull this off to go to the second round. I think at stake is Peoria and
Joliet Catholic.
Joliet Catholic.
Catholic and
huge matchup.
Yeah, Joliet Catholic.
5 versus a 12.
So if Mahomet does pull this off, there's a chance we're back home.
If Peoria wins,
we'll
be right back here
we'll
next
be
Friday.
If not, we'll be at Joliet, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
As far as I know, that's correct. But, hey, first things first, we got to win tonight.
Yeah.
Frank Dutton Field is playoff football. We're going to have a great crowd. Rain's starting to
It's coming
spitter
in.
spatter.
It's coming in.
RZ's getting freaked out.
Yeah, as always. I'll tell you what, we're excited about Bulldog football. We're excited. This is about I feel like we're in late August with this weather.
Oh, it's perfect.
I don't know if it's
like
just
60s.
that the fact that Dan's in the booth or what, but there's mosquitoes and gnats flying all around us.
I got the heater ready.
You
I
might want
need
to
it.
turn that on to smoke them out.
I got you.
We're excited about Bulldog football. It's playoff football in the rain. You can't ask for a better football night.
Nothing
We're
better.
excited that J.D. Ding is back here.
JD
in
Ding and
Mahomet.
a lot of seniors in the house.
A lot of
Yeah.
seniors.
Last year.
It'll be nice to see those guys for sure.
So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back after this for pregame. Jake, thanks for joining
Yep.
us here in the pregame show. We'll be back after this.
The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs. At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today. Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project. FedEx Ground of Champaign is a proud sponsor of MSHS Athletics, who is committed to bringing you reliable delivery service. And they're hiring now. Visit the QR code on your screen to apply.
Growing your family, opening your own business, retiring to travel, leaving your legacy. At Busey Bank, we know there's a lot to look forward to and a lot of planning along the way. Celebrate your life's milestones by putting your money to work. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Since 1929, Christie Clinic has been delivering quality and personalized healthcare to the East Central Illinois region. Our culture is a unique blend of core values and a united vision. Christie Clinic. We listen. We care. The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs. At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050.
on. Welcome, football fans. Frank Dutton Field, 2:49 to go here. Out of nowhere, the heavens are dropping out, and it's raining, as so are someone's hope to go into second round, Dan.
Oh, I like where you went there. Playoff football, Chad, Frank Dutton Field. Third year in a row we host first-round playoff football. Checkerboard end zones are out. Here come the Bulldogs.
Triad's already taken the field. They're on their sideline, and when I say it's raining, I'm putting it lightly. It's coming sideways.
Look at the smoke bombs, though. We got some smoke.
Hopefully they could
bring the smoke.
Get some of the mosquitoes out of this booth.
Wow. Absolutely. Winds blowing left to right, Chad. That could be a factor tonight.
Could be. It's going to be west to east for those of you not in the field tonight.
You know what I want to do right now? I want to welcome the fans from Troy because there's a lot of them on tonight. Welcome, Troy Triad fans. Welcome to Bulldog TV. Admittedly, we are homers, but we'll do our best to announce your guys. And some of those guys I want to talk about, Chad. Quarterback Isaac Ackerman. He's a junior. He's 5'10", 185. He's a baller. He's got almost 1,800 yards in passing. He also likes to rush the ball. Their feature running back, number 33, Colin Qualls. He's a senior. He's 5'10", 122. Chad, they've got a big boy on the line. O-line, number 75. He plays both ways. His name's Lane. I'll get back to his last name, but he's a senior, and he's 6'8", 320. Excuse me, his last name is Man Smith. What a great name for an offensive lineman. 6'8", 320.
Yeah, you don't want to run into him in an alley. Hopefully.
He's a mountain of a human. So they got some playmakers, Chad, and this team is familiar with our field. They came in here 2 years ago where the Bulldogs took care of business, but they know the routine, and they'll kick off, Chad. Bulldogs will receive here as we get things started. We've got a good crowd despite the weather. We've got a good student section, good crowd.
We're going to need some windshield wipers here for too awful long.
We might have to go all the way open on the windshield.
Right before we get started here, hey, let's give a shout-out to our Bulldog members here on YouTube, Edward Raff, Corey Vanderveer, and Mason Corey, who have joined. If you haven't done that, look on there. You're supporting Bulldog TV.
Don't forget about RZ.
It's not free. You've got to pay our salaries and everything in between as we set to kick off here at Frank Dutton Field.
Always looking for sponsors. We'll mention our corporate partners here in a little bit. In the meantime, the Bulldogs will receive tonight. It's opening night. It's playoff football. We got a kickoff. We got playoffs. It's set deep, and there is the up back. It's fumbled, but he recovers. Not much doing there. But it'll be Bulldog football about the 25-yard line, Chad. That's where we'll take over, 1st and 10.
Well, 1st and 10, roughly at 25.
Whoa.
I feel like we're in a hurricane right now. We can't see with the window open or shut.
Big
we
news
will do our best.
Out of the Bulldog offensive line, Chad. Colton Metcalf-Poulis down tonight. He's out of the
Lamb
game.
Came in for that, didn't he?
Yep. Old Lambo's coming in. He'll fill the spot.
And so with that 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, I assume it's Luke Johnson in the backfield, though I can't see him with Dyer. Quick handoff to Luke Johnson off the right tackle and sniffed out by Triad pretty quickly with the loss of 1.
Yeah, good play by Triad there on the defense. Luke looked a little tippy-toed, wasn't sure that he was going to hit that hole hard. But expect a lot of Luke tonight in these adverse conditions. You got to think that we've got the win at our back. We obviously took the ball to receive, so we got the win at our back. Look for Dyer on these long down situations to connect with guys like Trey, Peters, along with BP, Braden Pagel.
Hand off to Johnson at the end. This time he flips it to the left side. Same scenario. He'll pick up maybe 1 or 2. That'll bring up 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. They're staying in that bunch formation early, Dan.
Yeah, not much doing there for the Bulldogs. Triad doing a great job of surrounding the ball 2 downs in a row. Couldn't quite tell who made the tackle. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Playoff football. I'm
Playoff
excited.
football. 5 receiver set. Empty backfield for the Bulldogs.
3rd down.
3rd and long.
Speaking of Long, Ray Long out there on the wide side.
Yeah, he's up with the Hammerschmidt to his right side. Snap back to Luke. It's an inside bubble screen, and it's bobbled.
Yeah, that was
bring
to
up
Ray.
fourth. Intended for Ray Long, but I've got to think that ball is extremely slippery right now, Dan.
Yeah, it's a little wet. I mean, the rains open up right at kickoff, just before kickoff, and we're forced to punt here early, Chad, in this early playoff football action. Triad is set to receive deep. They've got a single guy back deep. That is number 33, and that's Colin Qualls. He's their do-all senior. He's a running back and a DB, 5'10", 182. And he'll let that one drop. Bulldogs will touch it down around the 40-yard line. They'll take over on defense. Not much doing the first offensive possession. Let's see what the defense can bring out.
Well, on that note, we're going to see Triad come out here led by number 10 quarterback Isaac Ackerman. We're going to be calling his name a lot tonight. Never know who's going to be in the backfield. Whether it's going to be Ian Dempsey. You could have Brock Lynch. You could have Jack Phelps. Time will tell. It looks like it's going to be Colin Qualls.
Yeah, Qualls is their do-all. He's their main featured running back. He also returns the punts. Got to watch out for him.
Tayshawn Cockerill goes in motion to Triad side. It's a play action, and he's going up top, and the ball is wobbled, and it's intercepted, Bulldogs!
Vanderveer!
At the 49, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. I don't know if that was tipped or if it slipped.
It slipped, Chad. BV on the spot, but that was a duck from the get-go. You got to imagine the conditions wreaking havoc early here on both sides. The quarterback, Isaac Ackerman, drops back. He just couldn't get a good grip. Duck floats. Brock Vanderveer takes care of that duck. And
Speaking of duck,
it's opening season.
Opening day if you're in the Central Zone tomorrow.
You know what? I think it's opening season right now, Chad. Right now here at Frank Dupp Field. Bulldogs will take it. They give to Luke. LJ up the middle for about 2. Not much doing there. Triad doing a good job of surrounding that running game. No passes yet for the Bulldogs. You got to imagine with these conditions,
you're going to run.
The game plans change just a hair.
Yeah. I would think so, or some kind of play action.
I still like LJ in the backfield. I'm glad he's healthy. Our 3-year starter, LJ, in the backfield. He's a senior.
And Mahomet comes to the line in that tight formation again. Ray Long on the left side. 2 running backs. It's going to be a keeper. That's going to be Donnie Lewis with the pickup of about 4. Take it out to the 45. So going to be a 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, Donnie with the keeper on the left side, but they got their own Vanderveer, Chad. Carter Vanderveer, the senior linebacker, 6'1", 202, covers up Donnie. So it's Vanderveer linebacker night here in Mahomet.
3rd and 6 from the 45, crossed midfield. Pitch out to Luke Johnson off the right side. Finds his holes. He's still going, pushing and pushing. Line trying to help.
Keep
he's
going,
across,
son.
and he's going to break it loose.
Son.
He's gone.
Keep going,
Touchdown,
son.
Bulldogs.
Let's go. That's pure grit right there. That's pure grit.
Wow.
Pure grit.
He got talked up right in the backfield. His line gives him a push and pushes through it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. 8:54 to go, Dan.
You know what I love about that play, Brock? Not Brock.
No, it's Luke.
Luke Johnson kept those feet moving. He just kept moving. He finally broke through. The rest is history. Bulldogs up 6-0. Jackson Davis in for the point after in these horrific conditions, quite frankly. But he's got the wind at his back. Hammerschmidt on the hold. The hold's good. Davis up.
So
and the
was the
kick
kick.
is good.
Well, with that quick turn of events, Bulldogs are on top here. Round 1, is it, what are we, 5A?
We're 5A. We're 7-2.
Can I never remember.
We're a 4 seed.
I'm not from here, so I always get mixed up.
Well, we're 5A. There's 8 classes in the IHSA, Chad, and we are 4th ranked, playing the 13th ranked opponent tonight. Troy come in at 6-3, Chad. They are from that tough conference, includes Highland and others from the south.
Ironically, I only passed 8 classes in my
Your
scholastic
entire
event.
high school career. Congratulations on that. I'm glad you made it.
You got to dream big, Dan.
Yeah, you're a grown man, and you did good for yourself, all things considered. Chad, these conditions are
They're
worsening.
getting worse.
Worsening. That'll be, looks like Senior Majors will kick things off for the Bulldogs. And that, we didn't talk about him pregame, but that's 88 Tayshawn Cockerell. That's deep. And the kick is short. They get a good return there. Because of that short kick, they'll take over about the 47-yard line. Bulldogs come out on the defense. Not a great kick. Given the conditions, we're going to have trouble.
Not to correct you, but the wind is actually currently in the Bulldogs' face, so he's throwing into a pretty gusty wind up there, or kicking, I should say. Well, let's see what Isaac Ackerman and company have on this series. We've got Owen Troy out there. He's going to set up. We've got Lewis Johans. I apologize if I'm butchering that. Ackerman, high snap, gets off to his up back, still on his feet and taken down eventually right about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
Fun fact, Chad. Troy hasn't played on natural turf in about 2 years. We learned in the pre-game production meeting. They've been on turf basically their whole life, so this is a little different for them, being on the natural turf. Here comes Colby out on the wide side, on the near side.
Ackerman with the snap. He's going to be a quarterback keeper off the left tackle, and he'll pick up 2 or 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and long for Triad.
Yeah, that looked like Jack Gallier finally got him down there from that tackle position. Gallier, that 4-year starter, doing his thing. He's a senior. 8 minutes left, 3rd down. 3rd and call it 6, maybe 7.
Do you seriously have the heater on in here?
I have the heater on, Chad.
That is unbelievable.
It's Friday Night Lights. We got heat.
Speaking of heater, Ackerman all alone. He's got a 4-receiver set, 2 up backs, 2 wide, and it's a bumbled, still on the ground, and Ackerman gets it back. That'll bring up 4th and about 13.
Got to give credit to Mother Nature on that one, Chad. Again, that ball is slick. Ackerman had a tough time handling that one. He does a good job of getting on top of it to save face. But they'll have to punt here. 4th down. You got Donnie and Pagel deep for the Bulldogs. Nobody else in the midfield. Loss of about 6-7 yards brings up 4th and 12. They'll definitely line up to punt. Donnie's a threat deep. Little okey-doke in the backfield.
I think it was a bobbled.
Worked out pretty good.
This rain is causing everyone all kinds of trouble. That ball's got to be incredibly wet, Dan.
Yeah, that was wild, the way he turned around 360, but he still got a great punt off. Did Triad. Bulldogs take over about the 17. That's a good punt for Triad. Still early, 7 minutes left to go in the first.
3rd series for Bulldogs are on top, 7-0. 6:54 still remaining first quarter.
Expect a steady dose of LJ here in that bunch.
Snap goes back, and it does indeed go to him. He's got 5-6, still on his feet, and gets it across the 25 to 26-yard line to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Burner's going to take what the defense gives him right now. The conditions warrant that you got to give to your playmaker, your senior, your grinder, your mutter. His mutter's a mutter. LJ.
Okay.
That's a Seinfeld reference. Do you remember that?
I do not.
His mutter's a mutter. Well, somebody out there does. If you do, like, comment, share, Bulldog TV. We'll be back every week that we host. Let's hope we win this one so we can host another one. Here we go. Bunch formation. The give is to LJ on the direct snap. LJ right straight ahead. He picks up that 1st down. Burner not taking any chances with the pass here early, Chad. Given the rainy conditions, they're taking exactly what the defense gives them. As long as there's positive plays, let's keep that going straight ahead.
Yeah, as soon as our production manager comes back to the booth, we will go down to the sideline reporter. Near and dear to my heart, of course. A little biased, but I'm not apologizing for that. We'll get back to him just momentarily. Looks like Donnie Lewis comes into the package here.
Diesel.
not content with passing. Pick out to Luke Johnson, and he's stuffed maybe a yard two on that. They're content, Dan, you said it, to just keep nickel and diming them, so to speak.
Yeah, Triad does a good job that time of sniffing that one out. They know what we're about to do. That was Owen Droy, the senior D lineman, 6'3", 225 with the wrap up there. Not after a couple yards gain, 2nd and 7.
Well, we're going to go down to the sideline reporter, Brock Collins, who's aptly being covered up by the Bulldog football. I don't know if that's authorized or not, but he's down there. Brock, what are you seeing? Yeah, you're going to have to turn your mic on, and we'll come back to you in just a second. Quick up pitch. Still on his feet. I can't actually see who has the ball anymore.
Boy, conditions are tough. Tough conditions for the Bulldogs tonight. Both sides.
Well, let's go down to Brock Collins if he's there, and if his mic's on, it doesn't sound like it is. We've got all kinds of technical difficulties. Blame it on Dan.
No, blame it on the rain, Chad. It's not me.
That's a song. We'll be back to him as soon as we can figure it out.
Milli Vanilli? Blame it on the rain. Yeah. You got to blame it on something.
Please don't sing. We're here to play
Diesel
football.
package. Here's LJ with the direct snap. He's got a first down and more. Bulldog fans are hyped. Brock, now you're up.
There we go. I'm hot. I'm ready to go. Listen, hey, this weather is turned the events quite a bit different for all the play calling, both on offense and on defense. So what's happening is we're turning into a smash mouth game that the pass is going to be a little bit difficult for a little bit. They're giving it to Luke Johnson. The offensive line is opening up the holes for him. He's going to push it up. So we're going to probably play that for at least this first quarter unless this thing dries down a little bit. But we're going to get in this, and we're going to get in some smash mouth for at least this first quarter. So be ready.
Well, let's see if that turns out to be true. And after the first down, he'll pick up 2. 3:42 to go. Bulldogs on top. They're down at about the 49-yard line. It is increasingly difficult to see the field.
Well, I got the heat on. I got your jacket on. I feel like diesel package is on. That's what we got going on here at Frank Dutton Field. And you gotta expect Burner had a different game plan coming in, but he's adjusting well, bringing in Donnie in that diesel package. We're just going to do that smash mouth football like Brock said.
3 running backs. Pitch out to Luke Johnson. Blockers up front off the right tackle. Still on his feet. Line is pushing him close to the first down. They'll call him down about the 41, and that'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs.
I love the play block, the blocking downfield from Ray Long. Again, smash mouth football from the Bulldogs, adjusting to the conditions.
Hey, Dan, do you remember a couple hours ago when you said it's not going to rain tonight? Wasn't it awesome?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I
only lasted for about a couple hours.
Well, I meant it wasn't going to rain after the first quarter. We'll get this first quarter done, and then we'll settle in.
It is lightening up just a bit, staying in that diesel package. 3 running backs pick out to Luke Johnson on the right side. He's got room, got the first down, still on his feet. They're pushing down to the 31-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
You know what I love? You know what I love about Bulldog football? We can find ways to win. It doesn't matter if it's raining, it's nasty, it's grindy football. Diesel package, we've run it all season. Smash mouth football. Love it.
Well, the added bonus to that is that you're running the clock, you're on top, make them stop you, and then maybe look to go up top. We'll see what the weather does here as we wind down the first quarter coming into the 2-minute mark.
7-0 Bulldogs, 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter playoff football.
And there's a quick timeout by Triad. We're going to take a quick break. I guess we won't take a break. Our production manager's gone, I think, to get a pork chop. I guess we'll stay here, Dan.
Well, let's thank our corporate partners, but before we do that, let's talk a little football. Chad, what are the keys to the game? We talked about it before the game. How's that playing out right now?
Well, on the Triad side, we really haven't seen a lot. They had a 2 or 3 kind of muff pass, snaps, so to speak. We haven't seen them get going. They did take a strike up top pretty early. Bulldogs, I don't know if this was their plan. They're adjusting to it. They're running the ball, et cetera, et cetera. Dan, what do we got for corporate partners?
Yeah, let's thank them. Well, we got some time. We couldn't do this without them. We don't get pork chops, quite frankly, without those corporate partners.
We have bills to pay, Dan.
We got bills to pay. Let's pay them. Those corporate partners include D1 Networks, Prairie Side Development, Jackson Quality Construction, Busey Bank, Christie Clinic, Subway at Mahomet, Andrew White, he's a dentist. Mid-America Market, the First State Bank of Forest, FedEx Ground, Mahomet Animal Hospital, and of course, the MSHS Athletic Boosters, who are making those pork chops as we speak.
Can't wait to lock into one of those in the meantime with 2:03 to go. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Pitch back to the right side. I can't quite see through the rain who that is.
That was LJ.
You are correct. Once again.
Steady dose of LJ. You know they're just playing until they stop us. They're going to stay in that diesel package. Donnie getting to play on the sidelines.
Well, here's what's interesting. I don't know if their coverage has changed, but certainly their defense hasn't changed. They're still playing 2 over the top when we've got 3 running backs, which is a little puzzling.
It is puzzling why they haven't adjusted to that, because you know exactly what we're doing here.
Can't tell who has it, but he's gone down to the 10-yard line, still on his feet to the 4-yard line.
Was that Vanderveer?
That's Brock.
Vanderveer from that up back position gets over tackled to the right side. He gets a huge gainer, brings up 1st and goal for the Bulldogs, and they'll bring out the base offense with Luke Dyer, interestingly enough here.
Well, are you passing here, Dan? Or are you lulling them into?
I'm not quite sure what this package is, Chad. This is new.
Yeah, we've got Hayden Hart's coming into this.
And you got Crowley out there on offense, which is rare. This is a new look for the Bulldogs.
There's a snap. I can't tell what's happening. There's so many bodies flying.
Yeah, it's definitely a new look for the Bulldog offense. Brings up 2nd and 5.
You're just going to have to be cold, Dan. I got to see this
No,
field.
that's fine. It was kind of the hybrid of the diesel. They've got a different look in there. Crowley's on that near side on the tight end position. And LJ's in the backfield.
Great block out to the left side. They'll get it out to about the 7-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
39 seconds to go.
And the rain has let up, Chad, so you've got some options offensively here with the rain dying down. But, of course, that ball is still slick on that natural turf, Frank Dutton Field.
I've got to be honest. I can't tell if there's someone under center or not. I mean, it's
a new look.
It's a new look. If someone is under center, they're just about down on their knees.
Decision time, though, here for the Bulldogs and their coaching staff.
Speaking of decision time, that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break, and we will be back after this.
Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
FedEx Ground of Champaign is a proud sponsor of MSHS Athletics, who is committed to bringing you reliable delivery service. And they're hiring now. Visit the QR code on your screen to apply.
Growing your family, opening your own business, retiring to travel, leaving your legacy. At Busey Bank, we know there's a lot to look forward to and a lot of planning along the way. Celebrate your life's milestones by putting your money to work. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
All right, we're back here, and apparently we missed everything that happened, and that was a fumble from the Bulldogs. And the whole time we're trying to see what's going on in a package through the rain.
To be fair,
Triad actually had the ball. They've since punted it, and it's going to be Bulldogs football inside the 50 at about the 45-yard line. We'll try to call this again. We actually know that the Bulldogs have the football this time.
Let's rewind. So thankful to our loyal viewers, Brian Bazier, others, that texted us because I wondered why we had a unique package in. That unique package was defense. There was a fumble that we missed, Chad.
We knew those players normally weren't on the field. If
And
that's any
I don't know how I missed
consequence.
it, but I'll no excuses, but we cannot see anything, so we're opening up the window, guys.
Fake pitch to Luke Johnson, go to quarterback keeper. He's going to pick up 3 out to the 42-yard line.
At this point, we have to settle for wind because we can't see. So apologize to you viewers at home. Thank you for giving us a heads up. We missed that one completely. But now the Bulldogs have the ball. Now it's 2nd and 6.
Yeah.
11 minutes left.
Donnie Lewis, quarterback keeper there.
Well, I wondered
11-26.
why we had defensive players on the offensive set. Now I know.
Well, can't get everything right. We'll try it this time. It's going to be a handoff
Look
up
at
front.
that
He's still
work.
on his just grinding.
Look at that work. That's a first down.
That's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs about the 34-yard line.
Chad, they're setting this play up nicely for Donnie on the keeper. Look for Donnie to keep it on this diesel package because he has been isolated. If he keeps this on the rollout to the right, we might have 6.
Well, it's aligned on the left hash. I think you're on to something, Dan. I don't know if you're an offensive coordinator, but I would listen to you.
Well, that's what I'm seeing. But obviously we're not seeing very well tonight.
That's the first time we've called offense when it was actually defense.
Well,
Lewis under
that's what
center.
you get when you
Pitch
don't
out to
pay.
Luke Johnson. Oh, and he's tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. You might scramble out 1.5 maybe. Bring up 2nd down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, once again, they stay in that diesel package. Given the conditions, the rain has let up, but that wind is still howling. Burner likes the diesel right now because they can't stop us. Other than that fumble.
Johnson out. Tyler Majors, I believe that's 15, right? Tyler Majors.
Yep.
He checks in as a 3rd running back. And it is a give to whoever the up back was. Not a lot going on there. That'll bring up 3rd in about 6.5 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was Vanderveer. He scored it out at the end, but they called it dead. Once again, diesel package sticking with it. Troy doing a good job of stuffing us there on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd and 7. 9:47 left to go in this first half. Majors checks out.
And Johnson back in, so you've got Donnie
I'm calling
Lewis,
a keeper. Donnie
Vandermeer,
keeper. Donnie
Luke
keeper.
Johnson in the backfield.
Keep it, Donnie, on this right side. It's wide open.
And they are playing 1 over on the top. Pitch out to Luke Johnson. Tiptoes, finds his way. Still on his feet. Looks like he's really close. I think he's going to be, they're going to get that to him. First down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, once again, Luke does a great job of being patient there. He takes his time. He hits his hole, finds the hole, gashes him for another first down.
They're
He's
actually going to
short.
call
Yeah,
it
he's
back.
short.
They're going to call it back. It's going to be 4th and 1. You got to think they're going to go for that.
Well, they're definitely going, Chad. They're on the 25-yard line. That's not kicking distance, and it ain't a good place to punt. So we'll go diesel package to see if we can't get 1 yard behind that O-line.
Hey, if you're in the crowd and you have your headphones on and you have a squeeze, you bring it to our window. We could use it right now.
Yeah, we need it. We can't see.
That's going to be, I think, a handoff to Vandermeer.
Push him.
And
Push him.
At least the
got
far
it.
ref calls it.
He's got it.
Not waving him just yet. And let's see. Hey, May. Damn, are they going to measure this? No signal yet from the line judge.
He's got it, Chad. The spot looked good.
And they give it to him.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I was gonna say
8:36 to go in the first half.
there's a flag late.
There's a late flag. That's got to be someone chirping. I sure hope that's not the Bulldogs.
No, that doesn't add up.
And we'll see Atkins do a cartwheel if that happens.
He might do flips. Let's see what they call here.
It is going to be a dead ball
It's going to be
on the defense,
Triad.
so they're going to march off. It's
It's a
actually a
sideline.
sideline warning.
You
That
don't
should be
you
is
don't
that 10 or
see that.
15?
It's just a warning, Chad, so let's take it 1st and 10. Next one will count.
Did he say warning? I
He
said
said
warning,
warning.
but he did say warning? Okay.
He said warning. He said it with his hand.
And there's another one.
Well,
That one can't be a warning. Let's see what they
well,
call.
apparently they did not listen to the warning. Let's see here.
And they're going to march this one off.
Well, they didn't listen to the sideline warning, evidently.
Someone's chirping in his ear. It isn't anyone in his own household not willing to
they call
put up with it, so they're going to mark that off 5, and it'll be 1st and 5 from about the 14-yard line for the Bulldogs.
Chad, that's where you need the old get-back coach. You need that coach says get back.
Mom back. They call him mom back.
You got to have the mom back coach because
mom
right
back.
there it hit him. Hit him twice in a row. Officials have no part of that.
Bulldogs content.
Get back coach. Got to have him.
To wind that clock down. 22 on the play clock. 8:05 and counting. Donnie Lewis finally comes into the
wind
huddle with 15 seconds on the play clock.
Staying in that diesel package, Chad, and the wind is not our friend, so you got to imagine steady dose of run here.
And it's a pitch to Luke Johnson. He's got company in the backfield, and he won't pick up much there at all.
Good job by Troy. That was
slammed
led
down.
by,
I'm surprised we didn't see a little laundry there, but
again, 17 Owen Droy, the senior D lineman, 6'3", 225, led that Herda Knights.
Hey, Chris Roberts told us a joke today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's going to be a long night
I
for the other team. See what I did there?
KNI.
Yeah. Luke Johnson is out. We got Majors back in. Got to believe they're going to stay in that diesel package, likely going to Vandermeer or quarterback keeper. That's got to be going to Vandermeer. They're tight, bunched so tight. I'm actually not sure who's getting the ball. That
brings up 3rd and 3, Chad. They'll stick in that diesel package. Not a lot of action from Luke Dyer here early because of the conditions. They're running plays in from the sideline as well. LJ brings it in. He'll give the play to Donnie on this critical 3rd down. 6:40 left to go in the half. The rain has ceased, though. The parkas are off except for Brock down on the sideline.
And it's a handoff to Johnson. He's met right in the backfield. A critical decision here for the Bulldogs. 6:24 to go. It's going to bring up 4th down. Let's see where they spot it. That's going to be
close.
About the 19-yard line.
They're definitely short, Chad.
Well, but the wind's to their back now. Do you take a strike here with the field goal, Dan?
Well, no, you take a strike. But they stick in that diesel package. They're 4th and 3 here. Again, love to see a keeper from Donnie. I think it's there, and this is the time you call it.
I don't think it's a keeper. I think it's a pass, a flat pass. Let's see what they do. Pitch out to Johnson. We're both wrong. Still on his feet. Got a blocker out. Cuts it in.
He's got it.
Across the 10.
Push it.
Put back to the 11, but I think they're going to give him forward progress to about the 8-yard line, which would be good enough for the first down.
And it is. First down.
1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Let's go down to Brock, who's on the sideline. And we've got no mic with him, so let's see what's going to happen here.
LJ did a nice job that time of picking his spots. He was down in the backfield, but he shed that one guy, made the first down. Bulldogs in the red zone.
There we go.
There we go. Back to Brock on the sideline.
There we go. Hey, listen, the offensive line has got a massive push going on here. And also, Luke Johnson actually got stuck up, pushed around the right guard, pushed in for that first down. So between the offensive line and Luke Johnson seeing the outside, perfect play.
Yeah, smash mouth football, Chad. And we called it before the game. We need guys to step up on that O-line with Colton Metcalf-Poulos down. Guys like Lambeau. Of course, Finch at center, and the Daniels twins doing a good job of keeping that line moving forward. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Pitch out goes to Johnson off the left tackle, still on his feet, grinding, down to about the 3-yard line. Would bring up 3rd and goal.
LJ does such a great job in traffic of picking his spots.
Here's what I like about him. He doesn't hit that gap with full speed. He looks for it, finds it, and then he turns it on.
He's very patient. He's experienced. He's a senior. LJ does a nice job of tiptoeing around, making sure he finds a spot behind that big O-line and pushes forward. He always lands forward. 3rd and 2, 3:50 left to go in this half. Bulldogs up 7-0 in this playoff football matchup with Troy.
Pitch out to Johnson off the left tackle. Still there.
Steady dose.
Close to the goal line. They're going to call him down about the 1 yard line.
Oh, baby. We got
That's going to be fourth.
Steady.
Did they give it to him? They did.
That's
They
a
gave him
first
forward
down.
progress.
First and goal for your Dogs, and it is a steady dose of diesel. Diesel prices are really high right now, but it doesn't matter here at Frank Dutton Field. Fill them up. Fill it up, Chad. Fill it up. Pumps are open.
What?
Pumps are open. Fill it up.
Okay. Whatever that means, we're playing football here. Dogs are knocking on the door. Pitch out to Johnson. Takes his step left,
Get in there,
right,
LJ.
and no signal. There
Yes,
it is.
sir!
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Into the checkerboard end zone we go.
Let's go down to the sideline. Who had a front row seat is Brock.
Offensive line had a great push on that. Luke got hit and right at the corner, and then he got pushed in, dug those legs in, and got it past the goal line. Awesome run by Luke Johnson.
What a great drive.
We've got a Bulldog down. That's not great news. Right at the goal line.
No, that can't be a good sign, Chad. 3 minutes left to go in this half. Bulldogs up 13-0. They'll come in for the point after. But we've got a man down on the field. They're going to assess him. While they do that, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back on Bulldog TV.
Back here for the point after. Bulldogs on top 13-0, pending the extra point. 3:07 to go in the half. All Bulldogs time of possession. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's got to be north of 80%, wouldn't you think, Dan?
Oh, yeah. We've owned this momentum both sides of the football. That's Jackson Davis for the point after. Hammerschmidt with the hold. Finch will snap it. The hold's a tough one. They got to fire it. Hammerschmidt looking for options. He's going to take it, and he gets stopped. Tough snap from center. Hammer did all he could to keep that play alive, but it's no good. 13-0 Bulldogs, 3:07 left to go in this half. The rain is over.
Well, at least for the time being. So that brings up a valid question in my mind, Dan. Rain's over. If you're Triad, do you come out here and take a quick strike?
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to stick to their game plan. Like we said,
How do you know what their game plan is?
well, their pregame, they're 50-50, more or less, run pass. And in tonight's atmosphere, that ball is slick. They're going against the wind, Chad, in this half. So I don't think they're going to go pass. They're going to try to establish that run here with 3:07 left to go. They're not out of it. They're 2 scores down, 13-0 Bulldogs. Tyler Majors, a senior, set to kick off. Their playmaker, number 88, Tayshawn Cockerell, he's a senior, 6'3", 190. He's their leading wide receiver. He's also their returner. Here's Majors. He's going to avoid him at all costs. Triad picks it up. And that's Ian Dempsey. Dempsey over the right side. He's got a little room. And he's brought down eventually by a pack of Bulldogs right at the 41, 42-yard line. Just 2:58 left, Chad. Triad's got 2 timeouts left to go in this half.
It feels like we've been here about 4 hours. Who actually got the ball to start? Bulldogs.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to think if you're Triad, you're looking for one score and get into the locker room and come out with the ball. Let's see what Ackerman dials up here. You've got number 3. That's going to be Louis Johannes. I apologize again for that. Goes in motion. It's going to be, I believe, number 37. Goes out to him quickly, and he's hit on the sideline for a pickup of 4 out in the flats to the Triad side.
Yeah, watch out for guys like number 33, Colin Qualls, a senior 5'10", running back. He's their featured back. You know they're going to go to him. They haven't taken a shot at Tayshawn yet, number 88. He's on the near side on this play. Colby's going to match up with him on an island, Chad. Watch that matchup here on the near side.
And he's going to step up. Number 17, Owen Droy is going to step up into the right side. Handoff does go to Qualls off the right tackle,
play.
and it's probably a loss there, depending on where they set it. That'll bring up third and about 7 or 8, depending on where they spot this for Triad.
Ethan Esker did a nice job of fighting his way through the line of scrimmage. Big play from Esker to bring down Qualls. Brings up third and about 8.
Same.
Again, Crowley press coverage on the near side. Watch that matchup here, Chad.
Troy sets up in the H-back. Number 33, that's going to be Qualls.
They're going to go
out in the flats. He goes out to Qualls, and he has him. First down, still on his feet, out across midfield to, let's see where they spot this. Looks like 44, 43-yard line.
Well-designed play
46.
From the Knights. They wanted 88 on the outside. He looked down, didn't have it. Colby did a nice job of locking him down, so he went to his secondary progression, which was Qualls, and Qualls did the rest. 1st and 10.
Cockrell's a great decoy, too. He's such a big presence out there.
He's their leading receiver. He's a player.
That's going to be Zoen. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Couldn't tell you what it is, but it's going to be a handoff. That's going to be to Dempsey on the right side. And he'll pick up a couple of theirs. It's going to bring up second. Boy, if this window fogs anymore, I think we're just going to have to go on the field and call this game.
Well, you talked about Dempsey. Dempsey got that one. Dempsey's their do-all player. He plays both ways, number 4. Ian Dempsey is a slot on offense, junior, 5'9", 160. They like to go to him on third downs. This was second down, 2nd and 9, 137. They still got 2 timeouts. They haven't used them.
So Qualls in the backfield along with Ackerman. Motion goes. It's a give to Qual. No, it's a quarterback keeper by Ackerman on the right side, still on his feet, close to the first down marker. Just a beautiful quarterback keeper.
He's got it. Clock's ticking, 1:18 left. Let's see if they call a timeout here that while they move the chains. Does he have the first down, though?
Yeah, they're calling it. Yeah. There it is. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 at about the 36, 37-yard line.
Yeah, big stop for the Bulldogs here while they're driving. They've had success in this drive. Let's see if the Bulldogs can lock them down. Zawodniak on the near side, matched up against Crowley.
Ackerman back to pass. Pressure, it's a quarterback keeper up front. He's got room close to the first down, and he's going to scratch it out. That's going to bring up another first down. Beautiful play. They spread him out. He faked it out to the left side, Bulldog side in the flats, and just tucked it and run. You got to think that was designed.
If it wasn't designed, the quarterback just made a great play because he read the defense well if it wasn't designed. Brings up a 1st and 10. 49 seconds left. Troy will keep 2 timeouts in their pocket here. They've got the wind at their back. You got to expect they're going to take a strike to number 88 at some point. Tayshawn Cockrell, the senior, 6'3". He's a matchup problem for the Dogs.
So Radniak lines up to the Bulldog side. Ackerman with the snap. Quarterback keeper again off the right side. No, it's a fake, and he's going to throw it out.
Yeah,
he had heavy pressure outside the tackles, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Smart play from Ian. He didn't see anything doing there, so he just threw it out of bounds. We ask our flag football guys to do that, Chad.
Isaac, but who's counting?
Well, Isaac, you're right, the quarterback, number 10. Ackerman did a nice job of just getting to the next snap. 43 seconds left. Bulldogs up 13-0. It's 2nd down. Call it 10.
And now the Bulldogs widen their defense to their side, and that's going to be a false start on their wide receiver who set and then jumped back while the other guys were in motion. No. That's going to be a sideline warning this time. I can't believe they didn't call that false start.
Goodness.
Well, for one warning, I'll tell you what, the refs are not wanting to be encroached upon, as they say, Dan.
Is that on us?
That's on Bulldogs.
Okay, they like their sideline tonight.
Should have been a false start, but Johannes in motion. Ackerman rolls out to his left. He's got a man out in the flats.
Oh, good shift.
Due to the mud on his jersey, I actually can't tell who that is. I think that's going to be number 4, is it not?
That's Dempsey. Dempsey goes both ways, and he did a nice job of missing one guy. He gets a first down. 34 seconds left, 2 timeouts. The Knights are driving, Chad. We need to stop here.
Well, I think if I'm the Bulldogs, with the danger that Ackerman presents, I'm watching for that quarterback keeper up. If they float out to the sides, or
I still think they're going to take a shot on the outside. The outside, the Tayshawn, number 88, they're going to take a shot on him.
so Wozniak lines up,
Right-handed quarterback. He's going to roll
as
right
does
here.
Dempsey. It's a fake handoff, and they do take a shot out in the
Takes a
flats.
check down.
Yeah, that's going to be the Qualls, and he is pushing. I believe, no, they're going to mark him just at the marker.
They'll take a timeout,
They're going to take a timeout with that, and that leaves 23 seconds to go in the first half. Bulldogs 13, 0 on the marching. No pun intended. They're actually not marching, but they're actually driving right now.
Well,
Triad.
the Knights. The Isaac did a great job of hitting his check down receiver there on the flats. Brock, are you live? You got a mic?
Boss.
All right, what do you see down there, Brock?
Well, listen, I think what's changed here is the Bulldogs have been looking for that run. The grass is wet, the ball is wet, everything is a little bit slippery down here. And Triad has actually brought out this running pass. They're not passing long passes, however, enough to get it in their hands and get a couple yards on them. So we need the Bulldogs to open their eyes just on both sides of the run pass and shut that down.
Yeah, good take from the field level. Brock's right down there on the 15, 20-yard line. He's going to have Coach Atkins at halftime, so don't go anywhere, folks. Brock will nab Coach, and he'll get a rundown of that first half. And, of course, Chris Roberts' halftime show coming right up. He's going to have a special guest tonight as well.
Ooh.
Chris will be there, though, live, but let's finish this up. 23 seconds left. Triad with 1 timeout.
Ackerman, Qualls in the backfield. That's going to be Cockerill out to the left. Out in the flats
Got him.
again. He's got his receiver, which is his running back, and it is going to be
He's
a
good.
touchdown.
Yeah, great play call from Triad. They get his guy on the flat. He does the rest.
They saw something because they played that. They ran that play the last time he picked it up, the first down. They ran it back-to-back, and that's going to be number 33, Colin Qualls, with that.
Yeah, Qualls, he does a nice job of making sure he catches that. He gets it in for the touchdown. Now Triad with a little momentum going into the second half. Only down 1 score. They'll see if they can't kick the point after. This is a big one. Bulldogs up 7 right now, 13-6, 17 seconds left. Chad, for what it's worth, the Bulldogs do have 3 timeouts remaining, but they are against the wind, and Triad's going to take a timeout. They're going to think about this point after.
Yeah, they'll burn one. They had 2 to burn. Not a bad decision. Are they going for 2 here, Dan?
I think they'll hit the 1-pointer because then they're only down 6. If they hit this point after, they're only down 6, and the next score, they tie. So I certainly think that they're going to go for the point after, and they're just taking their time here, making sure everything's set. The kicker for Troy is that number 12, Chad, or
No,
I can't quite tell who that number is. 33.
I actually think it's going to be
That's Qualls.
Qualls, isn't their running back?
Qualls,
Who
the
just
running
caught the
back.
touchdown.
Yeah, he'll line up to kick the point after. Snaps up, snaps good, kicks up, and the kick is good. So the Knights convert the point after. They're only down 6. Bulldogs tested here in this playoff football atmosphere. Down by 6. Up by
6. 17 seconds to go. You got to wonder, Dan, do the Bulldogs run a quick a reverse or something to that effect?
Yeah, I think you hope that Pagel receives it, and we do a little handoff to Donnie, see if Donnie can make a play here and get us in a position to either try for a field goal or take it to the house.
Or do you not risk it? Just
No,
get into
I
the
think
half.
this playoff football, you go for it here. You try to bring out all the stops here. You got Trey Peters actually lining up deep, which is new, Chad. Trey lining up real deep.
Along with Hammerschmidt.
Hammerschmidt, the other deep guy. LJ lined up on the 25 along with Donnie. So this is a new look from the Bulldogs. That tells you everything you need to know. We're going to try to do something here. Once again, you've got Hammer deep. You got Trey deep. You got Donnie at the 25 along with LJ. You got Brock leading the way around the 42.
Hands and speed combined.
Yep. Brock's at the 42 along with Esker, who's about at the 42 as well. Beckner will kick it. Beckner kicks it really shallow. And that's dangerous, actually. I don't think it even went 10 yards.
I think he kicked the tee a little farther than the ball.
That's about like my golf game, Chad.
Yeah. Well, you always carry around a pocket of corn, don't you? Just to plant it?
Just to plant it right there.
Well, not bad for the Bulldogs. 16 seconds. They're right at midfield. Do you think they're taking a couple of strikes here, Dan?
I think you do. I think you bring out Luke Dyer. You got the wind calming down a bit. The rain is not a factor currently. The official, the head official, is drawing out the ball. You got to think that you're going to see Luke come out, and you do. Luke Dyer comes out. So maybe you take a shot to Ray. Maybe you look for Peters on a jump ball here. You got time. You got 16 seconds. You got 3 timeouts.
On the Bulldog side, we've got Ray Long, Pagel, Hammerschmidt. It's a handoff to Luke Johnson off the left side, and he's got
Get out of bounds.
Plenty of pressure right there. Wait on whoever that defensive tackle was did a great job getting off the block. And that's going to wind us down. Hey, stay right here for the Chris Roberts halftime show, and we'll have Coach Atkins here right now, so stick with us.
Run! Hey! I get it. Even if it's like before 10 yards.
Hey, Coach, we held them pretty tight here. 13-7 halftime. Offense did amazing. Defense held them tight to the very end here of the second quarter. What adjustments will you make at halftime going forward to take control of the second half here?
Yeah, we got to continue to take care of the ball. There's no doubt about it, right? We turned one over there. Otherwise, that's another score on the board. We got to continue to take care of the ball. And then they made some adjustments there on that scoring drive that ultimately put it in for them. That it's a chess match, right? We're going to have to make some adjustments as well. We've been a second half team all year, and I don't expect anything to change.
Love it. Thanks, Coach.
Since 1929, Christie Clinic has been delivering quality and personalized healthcare to the East Central Illinois region. Our culture is a unique blend of core values and a united vision. Christie Clinic. We listen. We care. The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs! At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today. Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
All right, we're at Frank-Dunfield at halftime, and the Bulldogs lead the Knights 13-7 in this one. And thank goodness the rain has let up and a little windy out there yet. Yep. Jake, and welcome to the halftime show.
Glad to be here, Chris.
You were the pregame show with your dad and Chad Collins. And anyway, let's go back to the first half. What were your thoughts on it? What the Bulldogs have to do here on out to get away with a victory?
Yeah. So first half, obviously, the weather made us switch our plans real quick, Chris.
Sure. Yes.
We came out and we went straight diesel package our second drive, and that worked well. Got Luke Johnson some good carries. But yeah, it was interesting to see how they adjusted to the rain, and I'm looking forward to seeing that a little more in the second half. Maybe throwing in a little pass if the weather gets a little better here. But I think defense played well overall in the first half, besides that last drive. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the second half, seeing if we can open up the score a little bit.
Well, you called the diesel package in the pregame show and Brock's name, and they came through. And I'd like to get the passing game going on the second half, air it out a bit more with the better conditions.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it a little dry out there. Yeah, hopefully we can get a little dry out there so we can see a little more Luke Dyer.
So you see some of your friends from last year that you graduated.
Yeah.
What are they up to now? Where I know one goes to Iowa State, Wyatt Baum. And have you seen them tonight? And
so,
tell us about that.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Tonight we had Nicholas Minich from Germany.
Oh, very nice.
He came back.
All right. Awesome.
And then we had Nick Golden from North Central.
Awesome.
And then we had Quentin Rogers from Eastern. And we have Valiant Walsh from ISU. So I have not seen Wyatt yet, but yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's good to meet up and see them again after graduating.
Super good to
last
see
year.
them, man.
And you guys had a great football season last year for the Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
11-1.
Yeah,
going
great
the
year.
record book. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Now you're at Wheaton College now.
Yep.
You guys are doing great season there, and then you play in Milliken tomorrow.
Yes.
And in Decatur.
Yes,
so,
in Decatur. Yep.
Now you guys are rolling. Tell us about your first year at Wheaton.
Yeah, it's been going well. So far we're 6-1. Our only loss to North Central is number 1 in the nation. We're ranked number 12 right now, number 13, depending on which poll you look at. We're looking good to get into the playoffs, so we're looking forward to that. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a big adjustment, but it's been a lot of fun to get to know some new guys, some new teammates, grow new friendships, and, just continue to play ball.
And what position are you at Wheaton?
Yeah, so I play corner. I play corner at Wheaton, just like I did here. So it's been fun to stay the same. Yeah,
that's great. Well. We'll see if the Bulldogs can get this game going. I think they can prevail and move on to the second game. But and if Peoria wins their game, and they come here, and then we go to Joliet. If Joliet wins that game,
wins, correct.
We got to take care of business here.
Got to take care of business here tonight, Chris.
That's
for
right.
Sure.
So after you guys play at Milliken tomorrow, where do you go at home? There next week at
yes. Next week we play at home against Wash U.
Okay, very good.
And then we wrap up our season away at North Park.
Okay.
And then after that we get lined up for the playoffs. So,
okay, man. Yeah. Well, you guys are be a very dangerous playoff team, the Thunder.
We're hoping so. We're hoping we keep rolling.
Sounds good. Jake, thanks for your time, and great to have you up here.
Good to be up here,
Take
Chris.
care, Jake. Go Thunder.
Roll Thunder.
Okay, let's take this break. We'll be back after this. The Bulldogs are up against the Knights 13-7 here at Frank Dutton Field.
FedEx Ground of Champaign is a proud sponsor of MSHS Athletics, who is committed to bringing you reliable delivery service. And they're hiring now. Visit the QR code on your screen to apply.
Growing your family, opening your own business, retiring to travel, leaving your legacy. At Busey Bank, we know there's a lot to look forward to and a lot of planning along the way. Celebrate your life's milestones by putting your money to work. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Since 1929, Christie Clinic has been delivering quality and personalized healthcare to the East Central Illinois region. Our culture is a unique blend of core values and a united vision. Christie Clinic. We listen. We care. The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs! At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today. Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
FedEx Ground of Champaign is a proud sponsor of MSHS Athletics, who is committed to bringing you reliable delivery service. And they're hiring now. Visit the QR code on your screen to apply.
Growing your family, opening your own business, retiring to travel, leaving your legacy. At Busey Bank, we know there's a lot to look forward to and a lot of planning along the way. Celebrate your life's milestones by putting your money to work. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
All right, we're back, folks. We're at the Chris Roberts and the Chris Roberts halftime show. We just ran a whole show, but now is the actual show.
Okay, good.
Chris, give me your first half take.
Well, this weather to start off with was nasty, so I'm glad that's calmed down a little bit. So
Yeah.
the Bulldog, this is a closer game now with after Triad punched it in before a halftime.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the Bulldogs they got the game plan. They're going to get some offense going here after this better weather, and I think they're going to prevail and move on. But, yeah,
I agree.
It's still a little closer game than anticipated with this weather.
It is. This weather is kind of a factor, obviously, tonight. The rain has let up, but Bulldogs did a nice job of adjusting. You got to expect that Atkins is going to make some good adjustments at halftime.
Yeah. The coaching staff has really done a good job all season with that. So.
They have. So talk about you had a halftime guest. Talk a little bit about how that went.
Jake Waldinger, he did a great job. They're
talked about some of these guys that came back for this game.
Yeah, and Wyatt Baum and Q
Rogers
and
Nick Golden,
and what a great crew from last year.
Valiant Walsh is back in the house.
Yes, and they're having just a great.
Didier's back in the house.
And they're having a great job. Great careers their freshman years in college. So
yeah, it's nice to see them play at the next level. That's a program changer, of course. And it's nice to see them come back support their teammates from last year.
And they're doing so well in their programs too at their universities.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, and about playoff time for them too.
The Thunder, they play at Milliken tomorrow.
You got it. Big game at Milliken tomorrow. Go Thunder. Roll Thunder.
Yes.
Yep. So what else? What else?
What do you say? Your thoughts on maybe college games tomorrow?
Okay,
Ohio State, Wisconsin.
Here's what I know.
Okay.
Illinois is not going to lose tomorrow.
They got to bye.
What? You didn't have to say that. They're not going to lose, Chris. That's the key. But, hey, we got a big game.
Yes.
Illini's got a big game, an exhibition game.
That's Sunday against Kansas. Bill Self.
Bill Self coming back
to
the
charity game for the Maui.
Yep.
That'll be a nice charity game.
Yeah, the Maui
it won't
Fires.
Count, but hey, your number one team again. Hey,
a lot of people have eyes on that game.
Yeah, should be a good one. I think
Illinois
that will be
25th
televised.
ranked.
Yeah, so it should be a good one.
Kansas top 10.
Bill Self back.
Bill Smith or Self back.
I wonder what kind of reception he gets. I bet it's a pretty good one.
Probably a good
think.
one.
Yeah.
People love Bill Self.
Yeah. So.
Yep. I don't disagree. So full gamut of activities.
Hunter Dickerson, a former Michigan player, comes back.
You're right. Yeah. Big Ten foe.
Yeah.
I don't like Hunter Dickinson, if I'm being honest. So what do you think about the second half? What do we expect?
I'd like to see. I'd like to see air it out a little bit more.
Open it up.
Just try that. I think that passing game is showing all season we can get that done.
Well, and the conditions are a little bit more favorable in the second half. We'll have the ball.
Maybe a quick strike.
They'll have the ball, but we'll have the wind, I think.
Yeah. Get Peters open or
get
Ray
Peters,
Bond or
get Dyer in there.
I think maybe the air show in the second half.
Yeah, I like that. I like the air show coming to Frank Dutton Field. I'll take that, Chris.
What are your thoughts on the
second half? I think we fully expect the coaches to have some pretty good adjustments. Excuse me. I don't think they liked that final touchdown. I think they want that back. So I expect the defense is going to buckle down a little bit. They made some good adjustments to Troy in that first half on that last drive. They made some good adjustments on the flat pass. I think we'll buckle that down. And like you said, I expect Luke Dyer to show up in the second half.
Yeah. And I think that one injured player for the Bulldogs was Philip Daniels. I think he came off his own under. We'll see if he's back.
Yeah, he looked okay.
Yeah, looked all right.
Yeah,
so.
looked okay.
Yeah,
So
we'll go Dogs in the second half.
Yes, sir.
I always enjoy you guys doing the call and our great engineer Ryan Ziegler and
He's the
Kayla
best.
Mason.
He's the best in the tri-state area, is RZ.
Yes, he is.
Can't wait for him to be big time someday. Maybe he'll give back to this.
Well, they're about ready
program.
to start this third quarter. Okay, I'll send it back. You guys have a good one. Thank you.
All right, see you, Chris.
Thank you.
Okay, Bulldog fans, back here with you after a chilly halftime. And there's the kickoff has occurred to start the second half. Bulldogs on top 13-7. Little squirrely into the half for the Bulldogs. With that, Isaac Ackerman will bring his team out. Empty backfield, 4-receiver set. In motion comes Dempsey. He sets up to the Mahomet side. Ackerman back, looks left. He sends it down the field on a brilliant. That's going to be a flag. Yeah, little bump and run there, Dan.
Sorry, Chad. That was my cue to talk, wasn't it?
I don't know how you would with that pork chop sandwich in your mouth.
Oh, barely can. Listen. We talked about Tayshawn Cockrell at number 88. He's their threat on the outside. He was man-on-man against Colby Crowley. Colby just a little handsy there. Draws the flag. Good play from Troy. Early on, they got the ball to start this thing off. They're moving the chains. 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Wozniak in motion. It goes to number 33. That's going to be Colin Qualls out on the same play that got them the score the first time. That's going to be a loss for Triad. And apparently for the foreseeable future, I will be calling this game by myself as Dan decides to break bread for Thanksgiving.
Well, listen, shout out to the Booster Club for making great pork chop sandwiches, Chad, and when they're hot, they're hot. Let me get focused. Troy on the run, but big loss of down for Troy. 2nd and 12. Rain's over. The wind is dead.
Dempsey and Qualls. Dempsey goes in motion. Ackerman for the pump. He goes up top again, and he has his man. That's going to be number 2, is it? Is that Braxton Yates?
That's either 2 or 3. It's either Johans or it's Yates. I can't quite tell, Chad.
In either case, inside the 10, there's a late penalty.
Troy striking early here.
Well, we wondered if they're going to start to go to the air.
There is 0 wind. If you look at the flag, Chad, there is nothing doing on the wind. The wind has died down. The rain has subsided. What's the penalty call here? Personal
Unsportsmanlike
foul
against Bulldogs. That's going to march it off. That's not what you want to see to start the second half, first series, I should say.
No, that'll bring them all the way down to the 5-yard, and then they'll have 1st and goal from that 5. Bulldogs getting tested here in this early second half action. Sorry, I'm still burping up my pork chop. Goodness, get focused. The Godfather, Ryan Heiser, listening in. He couldn't be here tonight. He'll be here next week should we win. Heiser wants to know what the tri-state area is, and we'll get to that in just a second. 1st and 10, 1st and goal for the Knights. They line up in that typical formation. That's Isaac Ackerman. He gives the ball off. And Bulldogs do a nice job of stopping that play. Noah Frank, among others, on the stop. Only a gain of about 1, Chad. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 5, call it 4-yard line. And they'll hurry it up. Ackerman gets the play from the coach. They line up. 2 backs deep. Qualls right beside Ackerman. Motion from number 17. That's Droy. Ackerman gives to Qualls. Qualls got some room on that right side, but he's short. Bulldogs do a nice job at making the tackle. Brings up third and 4. This is a big play here for that defense for your Bulldogs.
Gong comes out, and so does Hayden Hart. And they're going to load the backfield with the big boys. Tight formation, no receiver. And it's a fake. Ackerman has it. He's going to throw it deep in the end zone, and it's broken up by the Bulldogs.
Donnie on the spot. Donnie Lewis gets the tip away, but it was some great pressure from those Bulldogs. So there's an injury on that sideline. Looks like a Bulldog is down. While that Bulldog's being assessed, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Bulldog TV.
Has been delivering quality and personalized healthcare to the East Central Illinois region. Our culture is a unique blend of core values and a united vision. Christie Clinic. We listen. We care. The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs. At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today. Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project. FedEx Ground of Champaign is a proud sponsor of MSHS Athletics, who is committed to bringing you reliable delivery service. And they're hiring now. Visit the QR code on your screen to apply.
Growing your family, opening your own business, retiring to travel, leaving your legacy. At Busey Bank, we know there's a lot to look forward to and a lot of planning along the way. Celebrate your life's milestones by putting your money to work. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Big down here, Chad. Big down, fourth down. We had an injury on the field. We'll get to that later, but this is a big down. 4th and 4, 9:18 left to go in this third quarter. Chad, you got the call.
Ackerman set in the back with Qualls.
There's too much motion.
That's got to be a false start, and it is. They'll march off 5.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Every little bit counts. That'll be 4th and 9.
Injured player for you Bulldog fans was Braden Garrett. He comes up. They got him taken care of, but he's out for now. So brings up 4th and 9. 4th and goal from the 9.
Well, they called it. That can't be right. It is 4th.
It's 4th.
Loaded, stacked right. Ackerman, pitch back. It's a reverse.
Oh, no.
Nothing but field.
Oh,
He's
no.
going to walk it into the end zone, and I believe that's going to be
That's Cockrell.
Cockrell. Yeah, it is. Beautiful call by Triad. And for the moment, we are tied 13-13 here with 9:12 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, you said it, Chad. Beautiful call from Troy Triad, Consolidated District.
Thank you, Matt Anderson.
Thank you, Matt. They're not Troy, they're Triad, and they're Troy Triad. They're the Knights. Beautiful call, overloaded right side. They came back on that reverse to their playmaker, Tayshawn Cockrell, who walks in for the touchdown. The point after is set. This is for the lead. No wind, virtually no wind. The wind has died down, no rain. This is for the lead from the kicker, and that is number 33. The kick is up. Kick is good. Once again, that is Colin Qualls, the running back. He also does the kicking duties, and he puts Troy Triad up by 1 point, Chad.
Yeah, closest, most nervous game, I should say, for the year for the Bulldogs.
Here's what I do like, though, where we're at. Despite that touchdown from the Knights, with the wind died down, no rain, you got to expect we can get back into rhythm offensively. We can get Luke out there.
I think you
and
have
start
to.
running.
I think you have to mix it up instead of just making it the whole run.
Yeah, you can start open up the playbook if you're Burner now, with the conditions favoring the home team. So Troy Triad. I keep wanting to say Troy, but now I got Matt Anderson in my ear.
Yeah, I saw it.
Triad.
He's all over you.
He's from
like
down.
a cheap suit.
He's a cheap suit guy too. That guy, State Farm. He's a State Farm guy. Listen, Matt, I know you're from there, but we're going to call him who we want to. The Knights line up to kick. They're up 1. Peters back deep along with Hammersmith. LJ in the up back along with Donnie. The kick is off. It's a short one again. Fielded by the Bulldogs, and they'll cover it up right there at the 42-yard line.
They do not want that ball getting back to them. You got to think they know. Well, they would have to know, right?
Well,
you back up 2 years. First play to scrimmage or the kickoff, they run back a reverse for a touchdown. Q Rogers.
Yeah, they know we've got special teams for days, and they've done a nice job of scouting. Every team knows what we're about to do. And like we called it here, Chad, Luke Dyer in the quarterback position to start things off.
5 receiver set, and it's going to be an official timeout. Not quite sure why just yet.
I love that we're able to run some natural offense now.
And there we go. Trey Peters lines up wide left to Dyer.
5 receivers.
Dyer sets back. It's a quick, and it's going to be incomplete. A little bit low.
Yeah, it was a quick hitter to Hammersmith on that inside slant. Just a little too low. Hammer couldn't get it. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Man, you can't exactly blame Dyer. It's his only second or third pass this whole game yet.
Might be his second play of the game.
And linebackers showing blitz.
Again.
Now backing back out, showing tight coverage
5
to the top.
wide. Burner stretching it out.
And it goes to Luke Johnson. Got a room around the 40, across the 45. Still on his feet to about the 47. And they're going to cut him short a little bit. That'll bring up 3rd and about 2.
Good gainer for LJ on the outside. It took a big block from Pagel and Ray Long to make sure they held their blocks. Pagel got just enough of that block to get LJ an 8-yard gain. Brings up a very manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 from their own 47. Yet to taste across midfield here in the 3rd quarter. Peters comes in motion, lines up to the right side. Dyer, handoff goes to Johnson off the right tackle. Still pushing, and he will not get it.
Yeah, nothing doing
That's going to be maybe about a half yard. That's going to bring up 4th and short inside their own territory.
Decision time for Atkins here early in the second half. Nothing doing on the run here early. LJ, not much going there. Troy Triad does a good job of getting the stuff. It looks like they're going to bring out the punt team. Or what's doing here, Chad?
Well, Diesel comes out.
Yeah.
Gallier comes in.
You're right.
As does Noah Frank.
Come on, Diesel. Do your thing.
Meets up front. Pitch out to Luke Johnson. Finds
Yes,
his spot.
sir!
He has the first down across the 50 down to the 46-yard line.
Oh, late flag here. Late flag in the backfield, Chad. There were some hands here deep. Let's see what they call it. The diesel package gets us a first down, but let's see where the penalty is.
And they're going to mark it off. Advantage Bulldogs.
Okay.
That's going to be a 15-yarder. Not sure what happened back there, but we'll take the yards nonetheless.
Some
8:14 in the third.
Curricular activity.
And with that, a little boost goes to Muhammad. Pagel all alone. He's going to be covered by Dempsey. And it's an inside bubble screen. Left side
Hammer
has a little
time.
room. Hammer. That's going to be good enough for a first down, or so it does appear. No signal just yet. There
Stop.
it is.
Hammer time.
Oh, I saw what you did there.
Hey, let's bring it down to Brock on the sidelines. We haven't went to him enough. Brock, what are you seeing there? You're right on it.
Listen, Bulldogs have finally opened up this pass attack. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be big plays. Just a little bite. Let Luke Johnson or the receivers do their job. They're getting movement. We've got to open that back up to get the running game back going.
And as you say that, Brock, they nickel and dime it again to Hammer for another short gain, but it's good for about 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. You're right. They don't need to open it up. Just spread them out, see what we can do, and that's what they're doing, Chad. 5 receivers again.
Wow, I'm looking for a Dyer for a quarterback keeper at some point. There's going to be a jump off sides. We'll mark off another 5.
Yeah.
That ought to be good for a first down.
It's like the weather is cooperating for the Bulldogs because we can open up things now. We got 4 receivers to the set to the left side. You got Long on this near side, one-on-one. And now we're going to mix things up again. But I love that Burner has his entire playbook at his disposal on this drive.
Why do we not know who number 34 is, and why is he not in our roster? We say this every time we play.
Every time. If you're watching at home and you know who number 34 is for the Bulldogs, hit us up, please.
Dyer with a tight set. Peters all alone. Handoff goes to Johnson. Cuts it on the inside. Still on his feet. Driving all the way down to the 1.5, 2-yard line. Bring up 2nd and goal for the Bulldogs.
Good things happen when you open that up and you widen it out and you spread things out. You give LJ a little bit more room. LJ's dangerous when he doesn't have room. When he's got room, he can get things done like that. 8-yard gain, diesel package. Here we go. Donnie gives it to Brock. Brock straight ahead. He's got movement. He's in for the Bulldog touchdown.
There it is.
And just like that, the Bulldogs go right back ahead.
Well, let's send it down to Brock, who had a front row seat at that.
Those legs just kept digging and pushing. I'm telling you, he was stopped at the goal line and just kept digging. The offensive line did an amazing job. However, his legs pushed him through the goal line.
Well, you got to think the off-season. Are you seriously going to do that the whole night?
Yeah.
Good Lord, I can't imagine managing your electric bill in the winter.
Well, it's cold in here. And by the way, thanks to Jason Baum, another one of those loyal viewers. That's Channing Byers, number 34.
Oh, why didn't we know that?
Shout out to Channing. Oh, it's muffed. Luke tries to get something done, but he can't.
He can't, so we are 19-14 Bulldogs on top, 6:41 to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs finally getting something on. Are you ever going to answer Heiser's question about the Tri-State, or you throw that out there and just?
Yeah, well, we had a lot of action there. We were trying to call plays, and again, Channing Byers, number 34. We got to add that to the roster. Listen, the Tri-State area to me is Missouri, Iowa, and Illinois. Why Iowa? Because I grew up over there. That's the Tri-State area.
You grew up in Iowa.
But for here,
you grew up in Iowa.
I grew up near the river, Mississippi River.
That's like saying you're from here and you grew up in Chicago. That's ridiculous.
Anyway, Tri-State area for here, Chad, is Missouri, Indiana, Illinois. So that's the answer.
Indiana?
Yeah.
You just said Iowa. Which is it?
For me, it's Iowa. For here, it's Indiana. For Muhammad, it's Indiana.
Okay, good to know.
So anyway, RZ is the best in the Tri-State area, and our kicker is Jackson Davis. It's a squib. It's short. It's fielded by Triad. He's got a little room.
That's Brock Lynch.
Lynch Brings it all the way back to the 49-yard. Good field position for the Knights to start this one off. Only down 5 in this playoff action, first-round action here at Frank Dutton Field.
Well, this is anyone's game right now, Dan.
It really is.
I really don't know what to think of this.
Good first half. The offense has got some good strong points. The defense is really holding strong. What adjustments, if any, will you be making at halftime?
You know, again, I know we've kept them to 0, but we've given up too many yards.
And Qualls. Dempsey in motion. Changes with Johans. Good Lord, I'm going to butcher that all night. And it's a quarterback keeper. He stumbles left and right, and he'll pick up maybe 1, 2 on the spot, it looks like. It sure looked like they were going for a quick bubble screen out to number 4, Ian Dempsey, but it didn't materialize.
No, it didn't materialize because Noah Frank and Big Jack Gallier are right there to make the stop. Good play by that D-line for the Bulldogs. Brings up 2nd and 8. 6:13 left to play in this third quarter. Again, the winner gets Peoria or Joliet Catholic.
Fumbled again. And Ackerman will pick it up once again. Not fumbled, but kind of a muff snap, so to speak. So 3rd and about 6 or 7, depending on where they spot this. Dempsey checks back in. So does Owen Droy.
Big play here, Chatty. Big play.
So Wodniak to the right side. Tayshawn Cockreel to the left. Low snap again. Ackerman zips it across, and he's got number 17. That's going to be Owen Droy. There's a penalty, but he keeps going and is finally taken down about the 17-yard line.
Let's see what this penalty is, though, Chad. It was in the backfield. It could be an offensive pass interference. Could be a hold on the defense. We'll see what happens.
Well, it was a little downfield, but it was right where the
it looks like
pass
it's on
happened.
Triad here. They're pointing towards Triad. I think it was on number 88, Tayshawn Cockrell. They're going to march it back.
Yeah, Triad knows something before we do. They're going to march it off in a huge break for the Bulldogs here.
Big break.
Will negate about a 25-yard reception.
Yeah, Owen Droy found himself wide open over the middle. Thankfully, a little laundry on the field goes in the favor of the Bulldogs. Marches him right back, brings up 3rd down now.
I don't know what that was, though, because it was only a 5-yard penalty
almost
at the spot. Let's go down to Brock. Maybe he saw something we didn't.
It looked like a legal man downfield, but however, I can't confirm that, but that's what I saw down on this level.
Well, what we learned here is that no one can confirm it. Either way, it's going to be a loss of down, or so that can't be, can it? Yeah, I guess it is.
4th and 11.
4th and 11.
They're going to line up to punt, it looks like.
And a huge break if they do line up to punt. It sure looks like they are for the Bulldogs. 5 yards and a loss of down.
LJ's deep, along with Donnie. You don't see LJ back deep normally, so this is a change for the Bulldogs. They'll punt it off. It's short, real short. Got to get away from that ball. And it'll go out of bounds about the 35, 34-yard line.
Dan, what do we know about this Joliet Catholic? You got an update on this?
Well, we do. RZ's on it. And Joliet Catholic at half is beating Peoria 11-8.
Oh, boy.
The winner of this game plays Joliet Catholic or Peoria. And right now, according to our sources, Joliet Catholic leads 11-8 at half.
Wow, so both games equally anyone's game at this point. Trips to the left of Dyer. Luke Johnson set up to him, now moves in motion, sets up to his right. Dyer showing his eyes, counter to Luke Johnson off the left-hand side, and not a whole lot going there. They sniffed it out pretty quick. Well, those linebackers were really on top of that one.
Yeah, Triad doing a great job. Carter Vanderveer leading the way there for the Knights. They've got the run pretty much handled. We like to see them aired out here. 2nd and 8. give Dyer a little bit of time here if you're the O-line. Let him air it out to somebody like Trey Peters. We haven't heard from him tonight. Or Pagel.
Pagel comes in motion, speaking of which. No one on top of him, playing extremely soft. Hammerschmidt, it's to Hammerschmidt, and he drops the ball at about the 36-yard line. Beautifully thrown, and he just couldn't get his hips turned around there.
Yeah, he was in motion. He had full speed. He just couldn't bring it in, but Jacob Odell was on the coverage there. The sophomore for the Knights was right on it. Brings up 3rd and 8. This is a big play call from Burner here early in this third quarter. 4:31 left to go.
Not a lot deep downfield for the Bulldogs just yet. Everything's kind of shallow out to the flats or right up the middle.
Well, you notice, Chad, they're playing 2 safeties over the top, so you know they're keeping an eye on guys like Trey Peters. They don't want to get hurt by him, but Ray Long's got one-on-one coverage on this near side.
Having said that, a diving attempt. That was going to Trey Peters. Ends up incomplete. That'll bring up a punting situation for the Bulldogs. A very slow third quarter, 19-14 Bulldogs on top. 4 1/4 to go here, Dan.
Yeah, a lot of time. And Dyer had some time there. I felt like he had a little bit, he felt pressure, even though he didn't have pressure. He got a little happy feet. Felt like he had to get rid of that ball. Got a little precarious position, a little bit outside of Trey's hands. Couldn't make the completion. This brings up a 4th down situation. You got to think punt here.
Yeah, look for a quarterback quick punt. Mahomet likes to do, and Triad is, I think that's going to be Qualls back there,
That's
isn't it?
Qualls, yeah. Qualls is back. He's a single man deep. Dyer is our punter. He gets it off. It's a good punt. Qualls is going to let that one drop. And Trey will field it right there at the 38-yard line. Bulldog defense asked to do some more work.
I think Bulldogs are going to have to come up with a pick here.
We need a turnover. We need a momentum shifter. The crowd is kind of out of it, Chad. We need to bring them back in.
I think one of the reasons for that is I don't know what happened with like 5 minutes to go in the half, but about 2,000 people left. I think they were all cold and not expecting. We came in here about 70 degrees,
I know.
and it feels like we're going to get snowed on here at any minute.
Well, it feels pretty good in the booth.
In motion goes Cockrell. Ackerman back all kinds of time. He's going to tuck it and run out to his right side.
Get him, Esk.
And Esker forces him out.
Yeah, Esker does a nice job of spotting the he read that keeper. Ackerman wanted to throw that, but he didn't have anything open in the backfield. Give credit to your defensive backfield for the Bulldogs, but Ackerman still gained about 4 or 5 yards there. Brings up 2nd and about 5. Call it 4. 2nd and 4 for the Knights.
And their 2 best receivers are going to twin up to the Bulldog side. Dempsey in the slot. He goes in motion. It's a quick handoff to Dempsey, and the Bulldogs sniff it out for a loss.
Great defense. Bulldogs did a nice job of penetrating that line of scrimmage. Linebacking core, Esker, Vandenveer, and others, along with Wagner, sniffed that out. Nice job getting a loss there. Brings up 3rd and 6. Big down here. 3:42 left to go in this third quarter. Bulldogs up 5. Once again, Peoria on the ropes, 11-8 a half. Joliet Catholic leading that one. Winner gets winner that one.
One man over the top, man to the outside. Look for a drag route across the middle. And Ackerman's all kinds of pressure, and he's going to be sacked with a slip. That'll go to the Bulldogs' way.
Yes, sir. Noah Frank. Jack Gallier applying the pressure. Ackerman just couldn't get his feet to get out of that predicament, and it brings up a 4th down for your Bulldogs. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter, 4th and 15. LJ back deep. Donnie back deep.
You got to think they're going to kick it long here, even if you just do a pooch cook like they've been doing.
Well, that's calling calls.
That doesn't. Oh, it's a botch snap.
Go get it. Oh, he gets it
And
off.
he gets it off.
What
Beautiful.
a great job.
Beautiful recovery, and he'll end up with plus 16 out of that when it's all said and done. yards to Bulldog.
Qualls making the play of the night. Right
I
there.
sure thought Bulldogs were going to be first and goal there. Game ball does go to that gentleman.
He made a play. He's an athlete. He's their leading rusher. He's their punt returner, their kick returner, and he's also their punter. And he does a heck of a job just to get that thing off. That could have been disastrous for the Knights. Nonetheless, Bulldogs take over. They're up 5, 2:32 left to go in the third.
On their own 45. Dyer looking tight man to the outside. Handoff goes to Johnson, cuts it up north, and he's still on his feet. Pickup of about 8.5 for Johnson.
Good play design from Burner. He gives a little look like a keeper, but it's a give to Johnson. He gets a 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. Pace is ticking upwards.
And there's going to be a false start on the Bulldogs. Atkins can't be happy about that. That's going to march off 5 for you. So you're essentially back where you started the last time.
He talked in the Coach Atkins show, Chad. He talked to you about the pace. He thought the pace was going to be key in this game because they got a lot of two-way guys. He thought if we can get them in a little bit of rhythm here. He tried there, but we went a little early. 2nd and 6.
Dempsey playing extremely tight on Peters. Handoff goes to Johnson, same play as last time, and Triad's going to sniff that one out. Nothing doing.
Yeah, the Knights did a great job of swarming the football. Nothing for LJ on the inside that time.
Burner's seeing something that tells him it's not the time to pass. I don't know what it is. He's got a different view than we do, and certainly a lot more hours. But they certainly don't have a comfort level at this point.
One guy we haven't called tonight is Braden Pagel. Expect him to make a big play here.
And just as I say that, he goes down.
Got him.
And he's got him. First down for the Bulldogs at about where are they going to spot
Huge
this, Dan?
play.
38, 39.
Huge play. That's Jake's pick to click. Hammerschmidt. Nobody's guarding him on the flat. Hammer brings it in. Good pass from Dyer. Brings up a big first down. Big first down on that 3rd down play.
Pagel comes in a little bit tighter. 2 to the left, tight end to the left. Johnson to the right. Hammer in motion. Snap back. Dyer all kinds of time. Whips it. That's going to be to Ray Long, still on his feet, fighting all the way down to the 30-yard line. 2nd and about 2.
Ray Long hitting a spin move.
Yeah, make that 2nd and 1.
Hit the little circle button if you're playing Madden. Ray Long, just a little circle, little
he hit the B?
Spinorama. Picks up 9 yards, brings up 2nd and 1.
Bulldogs desperately need to
at
least walk away with a field goal here.
LJ time.
Stack sets left and right. Quick to Pagel. We haven't called him all day. And it's in and out of his hands. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
That was a first down. BP just in and out of his hands. We'll live to fight another one, though. 3rd down, 2 yards is all we need.
Just got on live camera. I don't even know what just happened there.
Okay.
Well, here we go. 3rd and 2 from their own 30, and they hurry up. And it goes to the up back, whoever that might be. And
straight ahead.
That's going to bring up, they give him a favorable spot there.
It's going to be close,
Let's
Chad.
see what happens.
Really close.
They're going to call it short, or is he showing how big of a fish he caught?
No, he's short. He's short by 1 yard.
You got to go for it.
We'll stick in the diesel. 4th down. 20 seconds left. The clock's ticking in this 3rd quarter. Let's see if Atkins takes his time. I feel like he's going to let this wind down, Chad.
You would think so. It's about a 2-second differential. They're going to take this into the 4th quarter. And as they do, we're going to go to commercial. We'll be back at the start of the 4th.
The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs. At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today.
All right, we're back here. Bulldogs are 4th and 2. We'll go down to the sideline here in just a second. Huge stands for the Bulldogs. It's a pitch, and he's crossed. He's still on his feet, still driving, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. We'll go down to the sideline to Brock.
Oh, man, boy, we got a barn burner coming down here. 4th quarter started it off. We needed that first down. Luke Johnson pushed those legs, kept digging, get that first down. We need a score right here to put us back on top, boys.
Yeah, I can't disagree more. I can't agree more.
You can't disagree
more? I can't agree more.
Stay off your phone and watch a game, Dan.
We need a score.
Okay, Dyer. Hand off to Johnson. Cuts it upside to the left, and he's going to be going nowhere. Sure looked like that hole developed pretty quick and shut down just as quickly.
Yeah, the Knights doing a great job of closing the gap. Benjamin Ray there leading the charge, 5'9", 235, junior. On that D line, close the gap for LJ, nothing doing. Brings up second and about 9, call it 10.
Noah Frank, Jack Gallier.
That's the diesel.
Yeah, and Brock Vanderveer come out, as does Donnie Lewis. I think we all know what's happening here. 2nd and 10 from the 24. 10:57 to go in the game. Pitch back. I guess they went to Johnson. It happened so quickly I couldn't quite tell. It looked like they were kind of setting up to the middle of the field.
Yeah, Triad doing a great job of closing the hole. Again, that's Carter Vanderveer on their side, the senior linebacker, 6'1", 202 senior. He pressed through the line of scrimmage and found our Vanderveer. Brings up 3rd and 8. Luke Dyer back in that offensive set. We'll go wide here. You got the whole playbook. Got to look for a pass here.
13 seconds to go on the play clock. The one thing you don't want to do is force a pass for an interception here. Let's see how they settle in.
No wind.
And it's quick to the outside. That's going to be to...
That's PP.
Is it really?
Yeah, it was Pagel.
Okay.
Pagel picks up 8, maybe 9. Brings up a 4th down situation.
Are you taking the points here, Dan? I think I am. I think I'm taking the field goal.
I don't know the kickers well enough to know. I think it's a little deep to ask your kicker to make this. There is a slight wind headed in your face, so I think they're going to go for it.
Well, you got
4th and 3.
Trey Peters on an island with no one over the top.
Hammers in motion.
Hammers in motion. They're playing man to the mid.
Gosh, you got to love the matchup out here on the outside with Peters on this near
he's got
side.
about a helmet, and Atkins doesn't like it. They're going to take a timeout, and we will too.
No, we won't, because
I guess
we need
won't.
to pay some bills first. I want to thank our corporate partners before we hit the break. Let's thank D1 Networks, Prairie Side Development, Jackson Quality Construction, UC Bank, Christie Clinic, Subway of Mahomet, Andrew White Dentistry, Mid-America Market, Mahomet-Seymour High School Boosters, First Take Bank of Forest, FedEx Ground, Mahomet Animal Hospital. RZ, let's take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back. It's 4th down.
Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
Well, we're back after this timeout. It's going to be 4th and 3 from the 17 in a
winning time, Chad. It's winning time.
Convert situation for the Bulldogs. Trips to the right. Trey Peters on an island. No one over the top. Linebackers are showing pressure from the edge. And they take it to Peters, and they've got him.
Yep. We called it.
We called it. Hit the slant. Thanks to Chris Roberts for calling that one in.
Burner saw what we saw. You can't put Peters on an island and not pay for it. Peters does a great job of taking that first step, gets the inside route on the slant. Dyer does the rest. 1st and 10 for your Bulldogs. Bring in the Diesel.
Well, 1st and goal anyway from the 8. Diesel comes in.
Yeah, 1st and goal.
And now you just want to chew away as much clock possible and hope you can get the nose of that ball across
Just get it in that checkerboard end zone. 9:30 left. Let's put this away.
Pitch out goes to Johnson. Off the right side, still on his feet. And he'll get down about the 6-yard line and bring up 2nd down, gain of 2.
I'm not mad at that, Chad, because like you said, it's taking time off the clock. There's 3 timeouts for Triad. There's 2 for us with 9 minutes left. I'm not mad at taking a couple plays, but we got to finish this in the red zone. Got to convert.
Well, Mahomet using every bit of the 30-second clock between plays. And that's a minute 20 for you, Dan.
Well, we'll
in
take
4 plays.
Well, right now there's only 10 showing on the play clock, so they got to hurry up here.
Down to 6. They bring it in. Pitch out to Johnson. Still on his feet and finally hit. Boy, great effort by that defensive tackle, number 70.
Well, it was Trent Droy, number 7, that ended up finishing that play. He's the linebacker for them. He's been making plays all night. They bring in Dyer now with 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 6.
21 seconds to go in the play clock. Trey Peters again, all to himself, but now the linebackers adjust. Cheat to his side.
Again,
8:06 to go.
I like Trey on the outside, on the near side.
And it's a bobbled, and he does go to Trey, and
he got it.
Incomplete!
Oh,
I can't believe that.
Oh, man, I wish we had instant replay.
Oh, my.
What a catch by Peters. What a throw by
Let's go down to Brock, who had a front row seat. Brock, is he in or out?
He looked like he was completely in. I don't know if the ref saw the leg drop and the drag, but that looked into me. Pretty tough call.
Well, you can't have everything. You got to go for it here, Dan.
Yeah, 4th down. Do the same thing, same play. That wasn't a clean snap. If he gets a clean snap, Luke can throw it up, high point the ball, Trey Peters touchdown. Here we go.
Watch the pressure from the edge. And he does have the pressure. Rolls to his left.
Yep.
Sends it to Trey. Oh, no, that's actually to
LJ,
isn't it? And with that, a huge stop by Triad. And
really
they're going to take over from their own 6 with 7:49 to go. A touchdown and an extra point.
Oh, really big stop from Triad, but they had their man. Luke did a good job of buying time. He just missed the outstretched hands of Luke Johnson on that touchdown. So Triad will take over here. They're deep in their own territory. Bulldogs need some pressure. We haven't called Javon's name a lot. Expect a big play here. Game-changing play coming up. We're doing the best we can here on Bulldog TV. We are fighting the elements. We've got a camera in the press box, so we're doing the best we can, folks. Stick with us. 7:50 left, 4th quarter. Bulldogs up 5.
Qualls, Ackerman. Qualls in motion. And it's a quick slant.
Good catch.
That's going to be number 17. That's going to be Owen Droy, who's their tight end.
He's been doing things on both ends of the ball, Chad. He had a big catch there. That wasn't an easy one. He brought it in. Good coverage from the Bulldogs, but it's a 1st down. Plenty of time for the Knights. 7:37 left. They've got all 3 timeouts on their scoreboard. They've had some success in this second half, excuse me.
And they line up in a trips formation to the right. Hands.
Brock showing blitz.
Dempsey. And it does go. Well, I thought it was going to Dempsey, but that's actually going to go to number 3. That's
Johans.
Johans or
They try to find Johans over the middle. That they've been having success there, but Tyler Majors, good coverage over the middle, that rover spot. He came up and did a good job breaking that play up. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Twins left and right.
Watch
Qualls
for
in the backfield. High snap. Looks to throw it out into the flats, and he's got a little room, and he gets it out there, still on his feet, driving across the 35, finally taken out. And the linebacker just couldn't scrape quick enough to get to him.
No, Ackerman did a good job of making something out of nothing. He found his playmaker, Colin Qualls. We've been calling his name all night, everywhere he is. Colin Qualls wrangles that one in for another first down. Knights are driving.
7:04 to go in the game.
Excuse me.
19-14, Bulldogs still on top.
They're finding some success in the passing game, Chad. We got to tighten it up.
And it's all out in the flats or across the middle. Not too many deep balls. And Cockrell goes in motion. It's a fake to him. Quarterback keeper off the left or the right side. He's got nothing but room.
There's penalties.
He's going. Little laundry.
Ackerman's
and we got a
in.
penalty back here at
There's
the line
flags.
of scrimmage.
There's flags. Hold on, everybody.
For the moment, it's a touchdown. Let's see what happens.
Hold on, everybody. It's coming back. That's
and it is holding a huge break for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
Second
buddy.
huge penalty against Triad tonight.
Yeah, buddy. Good play call from the Knights. They just got to hold. Otherwise, Ackerman's in for that score.
Yeah, I think they called it on that right tackle, and that's what created that seam for Ackerman.
Well, the crowd aptly suggests that you can't do that, Chad.
Oh.
You can't hold in football.
They still do that cheer?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
They just did, Chad.
Well, I didn't hear it.
Well, you've got old ears. You got old ears.
What'd you say your name was?
Yep.
1st and 14 now at their own 31. Spot foul.
Spot foul. You got it.
And in motion and set in the back, it's going to go Dempsey. It's a reverse to number 3, Johans. He's got room on the left side.
One man to beat.
Oh!
Donnie Lewis.
Donnie Lewis with a huge save.
Donnie Lewis, what a great save. You said it. I mean, he had everything going his way. Did Johans, and Donnie just made a huge play. Otherwise, he's got a first down and more.
Well, here's what Triad is really good at. Getting it out on either the left or the right edge. They have great blockers. You got to give it to them.
Well, they're executing their plays too, Chad.
Ackerman with the snap. Looking downfield, takes a shot. Nothing, and that's going to be
That's good.
caught. What a huge pass.
Their playmaker, Tayshawn Cockrell, he had to come back for that. Man-on-man coverage. It was underthrown, but Cockrell makes a good play to come back. A sliding catch brings up first and down.
Yeah, Crowley just had his eyes directly on Cockrell and didn't see the ball coming. Great athletic play by Tayshawn Cockrell.
You knew they're going to take a shot with Cockrell. He's their playmaker. They just made a good play there. They're driving all the pressure on the Bulldogs now. With 5:48 left to go, clock's ticking. Got that three-headed monster back there, Chad.
Familiar with that. One left and right. Qual goes in motion. That's got to be a false start, doesn't it?
Yeah,
No, it can't be that. They
It's
wouldn't
on
have
the
stopped
offense.
it, would it?
Illegal formation.
It is. Illegal formation.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Another huge penalty.
We'll take it.
Mental mistakes are preventing Triad right now from running on this.
Yeah, take advantage here, Bulldog defense. And while we have a quick break, Chad, Joliet Catholic up 18-8 on Peoria. If Joliet Catholic pulls that off, the winner of this game is very likely. If we win, we're going on the road if they win.
Empty backfield. Ackerman has an up back. In motion goes Cockrell. It's a fake to him. Quarterback keeper. There's a push in the back. It's not called, and a huge hit.
Yep,
That's
called
going to
it.
be helmet to helmet there, I think.
I don't know, Chad. Was it the hold or was it?
Hold on.
What do you see, Brock?
Well, Brock, what do you see down there?
Our number 30 got held pretty tight, so that's coming back.
Yeah, push in the back. Push in the back. Great call. Great eyes down there.
Good job, Brock. That was Noah Frank that got held on that play, and they just keep Shooting themselves in the foot, as they say.
4 penalties in this series alone. 5:14 to go. If Bulldogs can get a stop, they have some momentum.
They can put
Mentally,
this away.
they have some momentum.
They can put this away, but it's still just first down, and the Knights are pushing. Keep making stops. Make them snap it again. Make them snap it again. Next
a little
play.
whisper in the ear from Ackerman to Cockerill. You got to wonder what that's about. And they reset it to the left side, which puts Cockerill on a island, and it sure looks like they're going to go for him. And it is almost intercepted. Pass interference.
He caught it. Somehow he caught that ball. What's the penalty?
He didn't catch that ball.
I'm pretty sure he caught it. I don't know if they called it a catch.
That's going to be pass interference either way, it looks like. I don't know on who.
Was it incomplete?
Well, if it wasn't, they would have had a spot right there.
It is a pass interference on the Bulldogs. Boy, they're going to Tayshawn on that outside. We're having trouble matching up with him. He didn't catch the ball, but they get a 15-yard penalty. They got a first down that negates all their errors that they've made so far.
You don't like to see that this deep in the game.
4:49 left.
The ebb and flow is killing us.
The wind that does exist is right behind Triad.
Dempsey in motion. Huge hit, but he'll pick up the first down again.
I think it's going to be right
really
at
close.
the marker. Right at the marker.
He walked it back.
They might have to measure this, Chad. It's going to bring it. The clock's ticking, 4:30. Let's see what they call here. They're going to call it short. Second and about a foot. Got to stack the box here. You know they're going to go right up the gut with.
If it's me, I'm taking a shot to Cockerill again.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Qualls.
2 H-backs. It does go to Qualls off the right side.
Short.
And no call just yet.
That's short.
And Dan says it's short. The ref hasn't said it. Dan doesn't have a ref shirt on.
No, I don't, but it's 4 minutes left, and that'll bring up third down, 3rd and 1. 3:55. Clock is ticking. Timeouts. We got 3 for Triad, 2 for Mahomet. Bulldogs up 5. Biggest third down of the season right here, Chad. Call it.
Well, we see Qualls is going to line up in the backfield. It's a quarterback sneak.
I don't know.
I don't think they got it.
It's going to be close.
Both refs have a
Man,
different
they're
spot.
Right on.
Oh, they're going to give
down.
that to him?
First down, 3:27.
Wow.
Chains are moving, Chad.
Either way, it's a first down, whether you like it or not. 3:27 in the game. Precarious situation for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs under a little bit of pressure. 3:20 left. Clock is ticking, folks. 3 timeouts for Triad. They're going to spread things out here. They're on their 30. No wind. What wind there is slightly favoring the Knights. They're taking their time here, Chad. 3 minutes on the clock. 20 seconds on the play clock. They take their time bringing this play call in.
Cockerill, another conference with Ackerman. Last time they did that, they went up to him. He's on the top. Drop back. Quarterback keeper. He's going to roll left and just missed his tackler. Still on his feet and finally pushed out about the 10-yard line.
Jack Gallier had him within his grasp. He just missed him. Couldn't quite contain the outside. And the quarterback, Ackerman, does a great job of getting to the outside, and he picks up 9 yards, brings up 2nd and 1. 2:36 left to go in this ball game. Bulldogs on the ropes.
A must-stop situation. You have to keep Triad out of the end zone here.
Well, you got to look for Qualls here, the running back, 33. That's short down. They got 2:36. They got all 3 timeouts.
Don't take your eyes off Dempsey, number 4, either. Cockerill comes in motion. And it's a quarterback keeper. Oh, he's in and out.
Oh, so many
2 guys
misses.
still on his feet off to the left. Running down the sideline, and they're going to call him short.
He's short, but what a play by Ackerman. He misses 3 tacklers. Bulldogs applying all kinds of pressure. Somehow Ackerman gets to the outside and rolls it all the way to the 1, maybe 2-yard line. Bulldogs will have some time. Should they score, it's going to be second. It's going to be first and goal from the 2-yard line, Chad. 2:26 left. Bulldogs with 2 timeouts.
And the entire season on the ropes.
You got to ask for a stand here from your dogs. Make them snap it one more time. That's the mentality. Make them snap it one more time. You got to think they're going to go over big 75. Lane Mansmith.
And don't
6'8", 320 on that
Don't
right
take
side.
your eyes off the flats either. Quarterback keeper,
Good
he won't
stuff.
get anything there.
Good stuff. This is one of those things, Chad. You don't know if it's good or bad that you
No,
stuff
they're
them.
eating the clock out. You almost, if they're going to score, you almost want
You
it over.
almost want it
And with
to
that,
happen.
coach is going to take a timeout. Coach Atkins.
Yep. All right, let's set the table here, Chad. 2:13 left to go in this game. Atkins calls his second timeout. Only 1 remains for the Bulldogs. The Knights with all 3.
Well, it's hard for me to even talk, so I'm going to send it down to my partner in crime and my little brother down there. Brock, what are you seeing?
Well, I tell you what, man, they are pushing it. The outside of Ackerman he's finding the loops. He's finding a way to break the tackles, and we've been caught on our heels. So, tell you, we've got to hold him here or at least get enough clock back that we can run the field.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. I mean, second down, they've got 3 downs to score here.
So you've got a
What do you
minute.
do?
No, you've got almost a minute of play clock between there as well.
Correct.
So you can not get it here, which would bring up third. There's 25, which would bring up fourth. You're going to eat off.
All right, I think you make them snap it, Chad. You got to get a hold here. Come on,
Watch
B.
the outsides, guys. Watch the outsides. The season potentially on the line for the Bulldogs. Handoff goes, and he's in.
Yep.
That's going to be your number 33, Colin
That's
Qualls.
The do-all back for the Knights. Puts it in, puts them up.
And
Currently 20-19.
20-19, so
Listen, plenty of time.
there's a lot of
2:11.
time. There's a lot of
2:11.
time. You only have 1 timeout, so that you're looking at quick outs, things to get you out of bounds. You
Maybe-
don't want that in the center of the field unless it's wide open.
You got to take your chances. Okay, we got to defend here, obviously. Let's see if they go for 2, Chad, because a field goal ties it instead of wins it. So you got to think Triad's thinking 2.
I would, because you're already up. They
Yeah.
have to score anyway, right?
They're going to go for 2 here. 2:11 left. Triad with 2 timeouts. It makes no difference. Bulldogs with 1 timeout. You got to think they're going for 2. RZ, let's take a quick timeout. Let's pay our bills. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
FedEx Ground of Champaign is a proud sponsor of MSHS Athletics, who is committed to bringing you reliable delivery service. And they're hiring now. Visit the QR code on your screen to apply.
Growing your family, opening your own business, retiring to travel, leaving your legacy. At Busey Bank, we know there's a lot to look forward to and a lot of planning along the way. Celebrate your life's milestones by putting your money to work. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1860.
And Ackerman in the shotgun formation. Cockerill lines up left.
Play of the game.
Triad's going for 2. Late to the field is Johannes, he sets up. Bulldogs looking for it.
Oh, there's confusion in the backfield.
Look for the end around. And just like that, the coach from the
Yeah,
far
he
side
didn't like
is
it.
livid.
He didn't like it.
So
They burn a timeout. Wisely so. They don't need those timeouts. They're going to reset, Chad, because they need this 2-point conversion. That guarantees a tie on a field goal if they convert here. Otherwise, Bulldogs only down 1. They can drive the field and hopefully get a field goal or a score to win it. Again, plenty of time for this offense, Chad. Luke Dyer's capable of getting it deep. You got to think they're going to take shots at Ray, take shots at maybe Trey Peters. Maybe
Or
get a
Pagel.
pass interference to move the chains. But right now we need a stop. We need to stop. Down 1, 20-19. Joliet Catholic still ahead of Peoria. for the next round, but that makes no difference right now. We need to make something happen here, Chad.
Here's my unofficial. I'll hold this.
Hold that thought.
I'll hold this for this 2-point conversion. All the marbles are on the table and they're rolling around. Ackerman, same formation, but they're set up finally. Qual sets to his left. It's an end around. Fumble! Fumble!
Broke up.
Oh,
There
a
we go.
huge stop for the Bulldogs.
Good.
It was intended for Cockerill on an end around reverse.
He fumbled it.
Oh, my. Can
Huge.
this get any more exciting?
Huge. We needed that stop. Donnie come up on the fumble, made sure he got his man down. Tayshawn fumbles that end around, and we've got life. 2:11 left. We've got one timeout is all, but we have the wind at our back. It's just a slight wind. There is no rain. You got to think this kickoff is going to avoid Donnie. It's going to avoid LJ. It's going to avoid Trey.
Well, or is it? Because now you don't want to kick this ball so short and give them field advantage.
I think the Knights are going to squib it right up the middle.
I'm moving my hand guys up front.
I think they're going to squib it right up the middle. They're going to make us field it on a squibber. Well, this is what we play for, Chad. Frank Dutton Field. It's playoff football, Friday Night Lights. History
In
on
the making.
line right here, boys.
We're chasing history, as Coach Atkins said on the earlier taping of his show.
Hammer
this week.
back deep, Trey back deep, but the up backs, the important guys on this play, LJ, along with, who is that, Chad?
Can't tell.
Donnie.
Is that Donnie Lewis?
Donnie. You got to think they're going to squib it. Close that middle and make a return here, boys.
Nothing to the outsides is what they want, and they do finally kick it deep.
Trey's got it.
Trey Peters has it at the 10. Comes out to the left. Squibbles a little bit. He's out to the 25-27.
Still on his feet.
Still on his feet, and they've got to give him that forward progress.
2:01 left to go in this game.
Season is on the line for the Bulldogs.
History.
We can't say it enough.
History on the line.
Let's take a moment.
Oh,
just
baby.
take a quick moment
Oh, baby.
to point out preseason, no one believed the Bulldogs would even be where they are.
That's
here.
right. They've had a hell of a season, hell of a ride. It all comes down to this. One timeout, 2 minutes left, wind at their back, wind's picking up a hair. Luke Dyer, it's all on you, bud. You can do this.
5 receiver set, empty backfield. Luke Dyer, a 4-2 front. Rush from the outside, sends it across the middle. He's got him at
First
the 50.
down.
And they're going to call a penalty on top of it.
I think it's on them, though, for targeting. It's not on the Bulldogs. There's no way it can be. Luke with the completion over the middle. Luke to Luke. There is an injury. It's number 8. That's Odell, the sophomore. Met LJ over the middle, and he's shook up for sure.
He shook up pretty good. That was quite a collision.
I still don't know what the penalty is, Chad.
Well, if it wasn't targeting,
I'd like to see.
I mean, it came in late after he had it, it looked like.
You see Jackson Davis over here. Ryan, can we zoom
Dead
in
ball
on Jackson
foul.
on the sideline getting ready?
Against them. We're going to march off another 15, and all of a sudden, this is a ball game.
Jackson Davis on the sideline here. He's warming up for a would-be game winner.
That's going to be
Mason.
that Mason Moss down there?
Just to your left, right there down below in the yellow kicking apparatus. Jackson Davis, of course, getting ready for that potential game winner. Let's zoom in on Jackson. There he is. He's got it. He's got the window in the way, folks. We still got an injury down. Our trainer, Chris Santorelli, is attending to him. We've got Jackson warming up on camera finally. Good job. Mason Corey on the camera. Good job, Mace.
What this does, Dan, is so you've got one timeout and 1:55 to go.
Plenty of time.
Now you're at the 35 and a half. The run is available to you now.
You've got it all. You've got it all. But you've got the crowd perking up here. This is where champions are born, Chad.
And in this town, we raise champions.
Here we go.
Luke Johnson finally sets up to the left of Dyer.
Doesn't get any better than
Two
this.
left, two right. Dyer sits back, pressure from the edge, doesn't see it, and he's
great
sacked.
Play.
And he's sacked.
Great
the one
play.
one thing I would like to see about Dyer is if he would take one step up into that.
Yeah, up into the pocket.
Up into the pocket, he'd have a lot more room. Either case, 1:24 to go.
Timeout. They didn't
Second
take a
and
timeout.
15. Quick. Oh, it's thrown behind him.
Third down. That was
Huge.
Owen Leitner on the sack, Chad.
Third
Owen
down.
Leitner. We haven't called his name all night. He comes with a big play. 3rd and 17. 1:19 left. One timeout. Obviously, 4-down territory. We got 2 plays to get 17 yards. No need to panic here, Chad. No
Hammer
need to
Schmidt
panic.
using the towel of Peters. Maybe he knows something we don't. Linebackers showing soft coverage. 2 left, 2 right. Luke Johnson helping out with pressure, and he's going to get sacked again.
Oh, no, there's
that's got to be. That's got to
know.
be. That came out on the edge, though.
Yeah, it did. I don't know who that's on.
That's got to be. I would think it would be holding out there.
It's
Yeah, and it
old.
is.
That's
a huge,
killer.
huge break.
That's a killer.
And Triad community on the far side is loving it.
They'll accept that, Chad. It'll be 3rd and 27 now. Okay, you got 2 downs. A minute 13. You got 2 downs for 30 yards. You don't have to get it all at once here.
No. They declined that penalty. So it's going to be 4th and 17 from the 47.
Timeout.
And Triad's going to take a timeout.
Timeout Triad.
Which
That's
isn't
their
bad
last.
for the Bulldogs either. Gives them a little bit of breathing room to just reset this. You've got to send somebody down the middle to take those linebackers off the edge.
Here's what you got to do. You got to go to your playmakers. Trey Peters, Braden Pagel. One of those two you've got to take a shot at. You hope you go high point the ball, get that first down play, or get a penalty. But you got to ask your O-line to give Dyer just a little time here. He hasn't
Dyer's
had
got to
time.
step up or tuck it and run.
Yep. He hasn't had time on this drive. You've got to give him just another second to get that ball off. Give your playmakers a chance to make a play or draw that penalty. A lot of work to do, though, here, Chad. 4th and 17. 58 seconds left. Bulldogs still do have 1 timeout in their pocket if we can convert somehow, some way.
Is this where we see the trick play we've been waiting for?
I don't know. I hope Burner's got something up his sleeve. 4th
The
and
season
17.
on the line.
Crowd's on their feet.
Dyer, snap back, pressure from the edge, steps up into the pocket.
Get it off.
Sends it. It's a squibbler. And that's going to be it.
That's it.
That's going to be it. The end of a
Upset
road
City.
has happened. Triad on fire with that. 50 seconds to go. They're going to take a knee when they get the ball. Season has ended for the Bulldogs, and so the ride has as well. Dan, I said it before.
Baby.
It's disheartening. But this team wasn't supposed to be where they
No.
are. No one gave them any credit to even get to here.
What a run. What a 3-year run. It started 4 years ago when Coach Atkins took over. Give these kids, this senior class, a ton of credit. Guys like Javon Irwin, Colby Crowley, Jack Gallier, Tyler Majors. You got to give them credit. You said it. They weren't supposed to be here. And Triad's going to have a happy trip home, unfortunately. 38 seconds left. All they got to do is down this right here, and that'll be it. That'll be a wrap for this season, Chad.
And it's been a good ride.
We haven't lost at home in over almost 3 years now.
About 3 years. There's a lot of positives to take out of this. Of course, the season is over.
It's over.
But this is a young team. By and large, it's a younger team.
You got Dyer back. You got a lot of playmakers back. The program is in a great, great spot.
Well, that'll take it to the end of the game. Final score is going to be Triad 20, Bulldogs 19. That'll be the end of the season. I highly doubt that we'll have the Coach Atkins up here for the post interview. We'll let him be with his team. And that'll put a wrap on it for Bulldog TV. Thanks for tuning in. And we will be here, or someone will be here next year calling the game as well.